Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Co-Optional Podcast. We're missing somebody today. She demanded we replace it with the ugliest animal we could find, and that is the blobfish. So there you go. Apparently the blobfish doesn't look quite as bad. Oh, for the love of God.
That's the blobfish alarm!
Yes.
Blobfish! It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Blobfish!
This will be happening
That's our secret word of the day.
a
That's our
lot.
secret word of the...
Yeah.
That's our secret word.
We've been trying to delay this. We've been trying to delay the show to make sure that stops. It hasn't. How long has this been going on for?
Since 10 a.m.
10 a.m. So it's been going on for hours. And this is the entire apartment complex.
When I call them, they're like, yes, no, sir, we understand. And we are actively trying to resolve the issue. The issue is that there's a dude down there from the fire department just flipping switches. Like, hold on, does this one work? Flip. Okay, it does. Flip. Wait. Flip. And it's been, what is he doing? How many switches do you have to flip? I don't get it. I can go stand outside with a damn lighter and solve all of our we'll make sure it works. We'll figure it out. So until then, that is our blob alarm. So What is that animal called?
It's a blobfish, which apparently does not look like that. Now, you can't rely on the blob.
Blobfish! Blobfish!
I'm so sorry that we had to bring you on today of all days, Mr. Larry Bundy Jr. Welcome to the show.
That's all right. It's always the same for me. Sod's law, eh? So.
Pretty much, yeah. You are, of course, from the British Isles. You are perhaps known for your work with Mr. Ashens.
That's correct, yes.
Yes, indeed. And you were formerly known as Guru Larry, if I recall correctly.
I still am.
You are still known as Guru Larry. Excellent. You have not veered from the light.
No, I'm still under that moniker.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, well, welcome to the Co-Optional Podcast. We occasionally talk about video games when we're not interrupted by fire alarms. Coming up in the show, we'll be talking about what we've been playing this week, and then we'll go into a little bit of news. There's been plenty of interesting things turning themselves up. Jess, you're just waiting for that alarm, aren't you?
I'm waiting, but it's off now. That's good. I'm more impressed that I'm with two fine British gentlemen. Two quite... Yeah. Should I do my accent too? Hello now, boys. It's me, of this.
Now all we need to do is put you in a safari hat and give you a long rifle. And then...
I was in the Second World War. It was Nazi Jews.
Oh, there's an air raid going on right here. Better get into the shelter. It's all right, Mary. I got a can of spam.
We will fight them.
Yes. Don't worry.
I want to do my impression of Winston Churchill.
You are welcome to do so. We only have three people. We need to fill time.
Is this a British power hour? Yes.
God bless the Queen. Yes. We will fight them. We will fight them with the fire alarms, for this will be our finest hour.
I will do the Queen. Hello! It's me!
That's Mrs. Doubtfire.
I was going to say, that's either Mrs. Doubtfire or the Fishy O character from...
That is the good job alarm.
Monty Python.
Jesse brought up the Queen!
Yeah, I think it's definitely the Monty Python. That's actually a very good impression of the fish joke from The Meaning of Life. Very good.
But where did that fellow go?
Where did that fishy go? That fishy, oh.
Also, I want to point out, I can't look at our screen, because that is the...
Oh, the hideous blobfish?
That fish is disturbing. Not because he's hideous, but because out of the corner of his mouth, there's, like, just goo. Like, he's slobbering. The fish is he's just slobbering. It's like, that's rude, fish.
It's dead. Like, the fish apparently doesn't look like that at all.
I don't know. The fact alarm just went off saying that is how that fish looks. See?
He's in Men in Black 3, isn't it, that fish?
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, if you put it back in the water, apparently it looks like a regular fish. But if you take it out of the water...
A regular fish.
It's a regular fish.
How does that work? Wait, so if you put it in the water, does it soak up the water and start flying?
I assume so, you know. It's one of those dehydrated fish. It's a NASA fish.
This is like our own episode of QI. This is wonderful.
That's about as far as it's going on the QI side of things, I think.
This is great.
So, the show. We sometimes do it. News, and then trailers, and then we'll talk about the stuff that's coming this week, and then we'll talk about host topics, most likely, assuming we have the time for it. With only 3 hosts, it's likely, and then we'll round off the show by telling you to watch our videos. That is the way that this show goes, and that's the way that we're going to stick to. And it will be occasionally interrupted by fire alarms. Just wonderful.
And burning!
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for today.
Delightful.
And of course, I was
Mother!
very, very drunk.
I
You know,
miss the fast show.
I do miss the fashion. I also miss the miss Harry Enfield as well. That saddens me. Every week I've been watching the Loads of Money music video just for the sake of it.
I don't get any of those references. That's
No, you wouldn't.
Only me?
Yeah, you wouldn't get a single one of those references. It's great. Those were comedy shows when we were growing up.
Yes.
I watched the Fast Show, and I wasn't allowed to watch the Fast Show because it was highly crude. So, but I watched it anyway on BBC Two at 9 o'clock at night.
The Deuce, the Bibba-Deuce.
Sminky,
That's what they called it.
Bang bang.
Yes.
The Bibba-Deuce.
Swinky pinky. Them 6
Waddle.
gerbils.
Chris Waddle.
Hold on.
Blah,
Wait
blah,
a
blah,
minute.
blah, Chris Waddle.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The offensive comedy was Swinky Pinky
No.
Gerbils?
Well, it was mostly highly
Yes, it
racist.
was. The alarm went up. That's true.
That's the humor
true.
alarm. Quick, evacuate
Humor
the
alarm.
area before more jokes are made. It's
Oh, suit you, sir.
it was mostly due to the it was that
Do
scene.
you want it, sir? Do you?
Yes, that scene in particular, I think, was probably what caused that. And then there was the racism and
Oh,
the
of
things
course.
like that.
Of course. Then there was the racism.
Yeah,
You know.
naturally. Pretty much any British comedy show from the 80s, early 90s relied on stereotypes of other nations. So it's just
Oh, yeah,
how-
and making fun of Mrs. Thatcher.
Yes, indeed.
Those were the days. Those sick sketch
were.
shows have gone off the my boiler over here, really.
There's Peep Show, isn't there? But
Well, is that a sketch show?
I don't know if it is. Isn't there? There's that other one that I've seen a decent number of shorts from that are actually quite good.
That bloody James Corden show.
No.
Oh, okay. Thank God for that.
This is like a reunion of the British Empire.
It is.
Damn, what show is it?
All we need is a
It's got
Canadian
two-
and an Australian, and we'd have a perfect.
Is
Can
it
you
Armstrong
start-
and Miller? I don't think so. It's more. There was this one sketch that I saw from it which was hilarious. It was a parody of James Bond.
It is not hilarious. The non-humor
The Mitchell
alarm
and
is
Webb
going
look.
on.
That was it. Yeah, Mitchell and Webb look. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
There was a great parody of James Bond on that where he was being super suave and he was gambling for his life, but he was gambling on guess the weight of the fruitcake, which is about the most British thing you could possibly do. It was wonderful.
I think the one I remember the most is them when they're Nazis.
Yes.
And one of them turns around, are we the baddies?
Mitchell and Webb is pretty phenomenal. We like that.
Poor old Jesse, we're pushing him out of our...
We really are. As well.
narrow
Let's talk about British
It's
sketch
okay.
shows for now. He won't understand a single joke. It's wonderful.
I want to talk about In Living Color. So, did you know that you can do what you want to do in Living Color?
I don't understand
story.
any of what you're saying.
what's
Also,
his name in it, didn't
well, we
it?
don't play that. And, well, wait, what?
I don't know what's happening.
See? Now you know how I feel.
Yeah,
Welcome to the club.
but the thing is, we're the majority, so we get to oppress
Yes.
you.
Yes, we get to. You gotta stand there for the whole show.
This
singing
is-
Pomp and Circumstance.
British privilege right here. Land of hope and glory.
Yes. We're eating our French fancies.
That we are.
And
the fact that we
French fancies.
the fact that we
Land
have
of
a
hope
food
and
called
glory
French fancy is just
and
British in and
French
of itself,
fancy.
isn't it? We'll have some French fancies. This is where they get the reputation for being very silly from.
Blobfish and I, we're going to take you guys out. We're
I don't think so. Blobfish
We're
is
a
dead.
team.
Get on.
Blobfish is now part of the British Empire.
Yeah, you could just imagine him in a monocle, couldn't you?
So
Yeah,
he's
just like
pretty
everybody
clammy
else.
and white, so it's perfect. He'll fit in just fine.
Clammy, pink, and miserable. Yeah, that's pretty damn British to me.
Yep.
Sort of sits down doing nothing as well. That's
Yeah, and complains about it, obviously.
pretty...
bloody scabs on the dole.
All them bloody foreigners taking our jobs.
Yeah. Well,
Well, then
Polish
again-
people coming in and taking the jobs we'd have never had in the first place anyway. Oh, my.
Taking our toilet cleaning jobs. That was an English person's job.
That was a right proper English job.
They should cut down their coal mines.
Yes. I came from a coal mining town, so we got a
Oh.
lot of that. We got a lot of that.
Oh, so yeah, I better not bring up Margaret Thatcher again. Then.
That's probably not a good idea. This stream's sponsored by the British National Party. Apparently it's Lithuanians now that people are complaining about. Interesting, I had no idea. But there you go. That's what I'm being told.
Wow, it's a brand new stereotype for me.
That's fantastic, cool. We used to hate the Polish.
They've gone back now because there's
Yeah, because there's better jobs
pay-
over there.
they come out no bloody English over here now. So.
Yep, sounds about right. We have the most depressing national anthem, don't we?
I think it's disgusting because all it is we're singing about how great somebody is.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have something like Land of Hope and Glory, really, shouldn't we? Or
Yeah, Land of Hope and Glory or Jerusalem or something like that.
yeah,
It's rather strange that no, Jerusalem, the track is known as a very British anthem, yet of course references something which is halfway across the world.
Yep, keep it up, England. You're doing it right.
Well, we did used to own the other side of the
Yes.
world, so it kind of does make sense.
you keep quiet there. Well, we'll have our country back. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's strange that we've gone on this gigantic British derail at the start of the show, but frankly, we need to fill time because we're lacking the fourth guest, and Blobfish isn't being very cooperative right now. So
He's dead. I'd like to remind you. Our
We
guest
have to-
died.
Well, you're going to have one of the regulars from the colonies, haven't you? So.
that we do. All right, folks, let's talk a little bit about what we've been playing this week.
goodness.
I gotta say, man, I've been playing something that's not Hearthstone. I've managed to finally break away from that.
What was it?
I'm still playing a lot of Hearthstone, but I played.
What was the thing?
I played some other games. They're all right.
Like,
And then-
Begin with a G.
What was that?
What?
No, actually, I have not played GDA yet. Chris bought
Heathen.
it, so
What are you doing?
I play on PC. I don't want to play on consoles.
Really?
You know, I have a story about that. Chris bought it, and Chris is currently living with us, and he bought it and said, yeah, I want to play GTA 5. I'm like, fine, you can play it on the PlayStation. I'll just wait for it to come out on PC. So he buys it, and he's all hyped to play it. 45-minute install. Just like sitting there watching that damn thing
What?
install the entire way.
I can tell you something worse happened to me.
What was that?
4 or 5 minutes install, put the second disc in, my 360 falls over and scratches a bloody disc.
Oh!
I had to go and buy a second copy. So
What?
yes, so I own 2
Here's,
copies.
who are you? Who are you? Here's what you do. You go
What?
rent the game and replace that disc with the disc.
I
that you
used to do
scratched.
that from Blockbusters from PS1 games.
And that's why Blockbuster went
Everyone
bankrupt.
Everyone,
screwed them out of
everyone
a-
did.
Well, they do those special
Everyone
labels,
did.
don't they? Now they put them sort of non-tamper-proof labels on the front of discs, or they have special.
Well, that's why
so-
no one buys there anymore, because we're not dumb.
Wow, what
How
a
else am I going to replace my Final Fantasy VIII Disc 4? I need to play that shit.
Yeah.
Year 2000.
Or if you suddenly lost the instructions, that's where you need to go for a replacement there.
Yep.
Yeah, but it did not take 45 minutes. I was, of course, exaggerating. It's about 15,
No.
but
About 50 minutes.
yeah, it was amusing just to watch it because he was just itching to play it, and I'm just, right, I don't care. I'm going to wait. I've never really been massively into GTA. I play a little bit of it. I barely...
That's the GTA alarm. GTA alarm. Look, you have always been into GTA. That is, you have been detected as a liar.
Nope. No, the GTA that I enjoyed the most was...
There's a British game, that is. You should be supporting Britain.
It is, but they haven't done another game in Jolly L London since GTA London. So
okay. I was going to say The Getaway. That's in London.
that doesn't count. That wasn't even
Oh,
by the same company. Getaway, I don't know, man. The Getaway blew my mind when I saw it when it first came out. That was like graphically incredible for the time.
I actually used to use it to navigate around London.
It was pretty accurate, wasn't it? Yeah. Getaway was not terrible, but
No. It's very good if you like calling people wankers as well.
yes, it is the premier wanker slinging simulator. It's
And I think
ideal.
it's got a Guinness Book of Records for the no using of the C word as well in a video game.
Nice.
Yes.
Cox.
No.
Yeah, Cox. That was
Oh,
it.
yes. Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I played a lot of Vice City, but the other games I dip into every now and again. I'm just like, it's it's fine. They're fun. It's definitely not the most fantastic series that I've ever played that I've really personally enjoyed. So I don't have a desire to play at a low frame rate when I can just wait. I don't care. I can just wait. There's more rumors that it's coming to PC. Apparently, there's more information that were found in XML files of the PlayStation 3 version that references all sorts of things like DirectX version, PC, and things like that. So, it is likely that it will come to PC eventually.
I reckon they released some consoles before just to give them a chance because everybody's going to get the PC one otherwise, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also to double dip as well because they know that a lot of people are going to lack the... What's the word? I'd say lack the self-control to stay away until the PC version comes out, so they end up buying it twice.
What are you talking about? $1 billion. That
$1 billion in 3 days.
Did you?
It's insane.
$1 billion.
That's the $1 billion alarm. $1 billion. No, apparently Forbes magazines, some money magazine was like, really by the end of this, they could have play like a small role in the total like income budgeting of a fact alarm. Bullshit fact alarms going off. Jesse doesn't know what he's talking about. In the government, like basically the national. No, all right, fact alarm.
Come on,
fact alarm's going off. Jesse doesn't know, but apparently they're saying that it made so much money that it will play a role in like the national recovery. That's how much money it was made.
Yeah, like the gross domestic product, it will probably rise significantly as a result of that success.
You got to ask yourself, how much are they sacrificing work hours and people bunking off to play it?
That's a good question.
No one cares alarm. No one cares alarm is going off right now. No one cares.
I thought it was a valid point.
America doesn't care. America's like, look,
siren.
They wouldn't have been working anyway. They would have been just checking Twitter and Facebook and flirting with their ex-girlfriend from high school. They would not have been caring.
What would be perfect is if every woman in England simultaneously took maternity leave all at the same time to play GTA. It's just like, someone's been busy.
That is babies come first alarm. Babies come first, TB.
God,
raise your kids.
This is a terrible joke. Like,
raise your damn kids. Look, it's still going. It's still going. Great joke.
What the fuck? Oh, God. Yeah, so I have not been playing GTA, actually. I've played a couple of different games this week. I played Alien Rage, which is fairly average, honestly.
Is it like regular Rage?
No, it's Alien
Rage. Yeah.
If it was regular Rage, it would have been called Regular Rage.
Obviously. No, it's actually Alien Rage Unlimited, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's unlimited.
No, you don't like when you're alien invaded.
No, he likes the Rage. He likes Rage Unlimited.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Nothing worse than limited Rage.
Yeah, it's a very, very bog standard first-person shooter, honestly. It's competent. It actually just came out this very minute, but...
It looks a bit like Bulletstorm to me.
Yeah, they've got the Bulletstorm score system in there. The problem is they don't have anything like the gravity whip in it, so you can't really do the kind of kills that you could do in Bulletstorm, like kick someone into cactus, which was my favorite. I think it was called Pricked, wasn't it, or something like that. Yeah, that was fun.
I can't remember. I got a bit fed up with it in the end. I must admit,
I like Bulletstorm. I
did like the multiplayer. I thought.
The multiplayer was rubbish. Don't get me started with that. But the actual gameplay, I think, was really good. It's a shame they didn't get to do another one. So
why didn't they?
No, it is not a shame.
Not a shame. Fuck up.
The alarm knows all. By the way, people in chat are like, just take out the batteries, guys. I don't think you understand how this works.
You go around every single apartment taking out their batteries.
This is a complex-wide fire safety drill. And
it's been going on for the last 4 hours.
The fire alarm that they're testing is the building-wide one that's built into the walls.
Yeah, there's no way.
The apartment fire alarms aren't going off. It's the ones built in. It's built into the walls. I have no access to them. That is coming through the walls. It's like a heart. It's like a beating heart.
Is there no speaker then in the wall or anything? Or?
No, there's a little tiny speaker, but the speaker's like literally that big.
Oh, okay.
That's how powerful this thing is. It
scares me.
It's like Big Brother.
Yeah.
You are required to work now with this incessant noise.
It's just horrible. Yeah, so I played a bit of that, and myself and Jesse have been playing the preview version of Terraria 1.2. We recorded 90 minutes of that last night. It's going to take me a little while to edit that stuff together, but I would hope that we'll have some stuff out by Wednesday on that.
It was fantastic. It was the single best 90 minutes of your life. Nope, I'm wrong.
No,
I am wrong.
For once I agree with that alarm, it's no. But I mean, the patch has changed so much stuff. It's actually insane. I thought maybe there'd just be a bunch of new stuff in hard mode, but they said, no, you should start from the beginning again with a new world. And we did. It's like, this is entirely different. There's so much new stuff. There's like new tiers of...
Nope.
No, there is. No, there is. Shut up. Shut the hell up. It has got loads of different tiers of new ore and things like that. We were able to craft a full set of wood armor, which was about as effective as you would have expected. But, yeah, we did all sorts. I don't want to spoil it, because we did a lot of things.
You spoiled the wood armor.
Yeah. What I will say is we did not spend the first 4 episodes making a shelter, because that would have been dumb as hell. Jesse built the shelter before we even started the video.
You can't spoil it. You can't spoil anything. Don't you do it.
Alright, I won't say anything else. I'm just saying that we think it would be pretty dumb to spend the first 3 episodes building a damn shelter rather than exploring the world. So, yeah, we pre-built the shelter, but we did not bring a bunch of stuff over from the old world. We have no equipment whatsoever. We started with terrible weapons. It did not go well. But, yeah. You should be seeing that in the coming days, and I believe the release date for that is currently October the 1st, so you can expect that in a week's time on Tuesday. That will be when everybody gets access to 1.2. We have a preview version right now.
Oh, so people get to see the game early if
Yes.
they watch our channels?
Yep, week in advance. Week in advance.
Guys, that sounds like fun.
It does, and you probably should watch it. So, yep, it should be good.
It's exclusive.
It's super exclusive.
It's not quite exclusive, but it's close enough. We do have the Total Biscuit edition, which isn't exclusive. There's only 2 copies of that in the world, so...
That's true.
Yep.
You can see it in the bottom. It says Total Biscuit Edition version 1.2.
Yep.
No joke. That is the thing.
That's a real thing. So we played a little bit of that. Obviously, I played yet more Hearthstone, which isn't even worthy of talking about. I played Marlowe Briggs and the Mask of Death.
I want to play that so bad.
No, you don't. The alarm says no. The alarm says you
Screw you, alarm.
The tables have turned.
Marlowe Briggs.
Marlowe Briggs.
I watched that trailer and was like, holy shit. This game was made for me. Made for me.
I have got to show the trailer later on, I think, because the trailer is just amazing.
Nope.
Yeah, I do. I will show the trailer later on, because Marlowe Briggs is hilarious. It is such a low-rent game. Like, people got angry with me for calling it like a terrible game. It is a terrible game, but it knows it's a terrible game, and it embraces that fact. And that's why it's okay.
Go for so bad it's good.
Yeah, it is actually. It is one of those games that's so bad it's good. It's not mechanically awful. Like, it's mechanically competent. It does what it's supposed to do. But it's just ridiculous in every possible respect.
We do need to watch that trailer. Actually, you're right.
We really do.
It's really silly. I can't wait for that.
It is astonishingly silly. And it's good. I mean, it's great that it's so silly. I absolutely love that fact. It's one of those games that just throws caution to the wind, and it gets away with the cheese. And many games don't. So, funnily enough, like, I actually kind of like Marlowe Briggs. I'm probably going to beat the whole thing. It's probably only a few hours. It's very, very silly. It is a dumb God of War clone, but it is a fun God of War clone. So yeah, there's that. I've been playing a little bit of that, and Scribblenauts just came out today. I didn't get advanced code for that. Apparently it's a bit buggy on launch, so Northern Lion's been having problems with it. Apparently the 2 puzzles, like, just wouldn't trigger, so he's been stuck on that. I played some Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, much to my regret. That was hard game.
I've been playing the Alright Gamer game.
Yeah?
Yes.
We're getting into that, are we?
Honestly, he released it the same week, so...
Is that actually real?
And it is genuine, yeah.
You're not kidding? I thought that was a joke.
I swear on my life, it's a genuine game. It's
what the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
He released his game.
What?
I thought he got over this.
Yeah, you think?
All right, so...
What? What? Oh, what?
Okay, so here's the story, right? I actually, before I discovered Angry Video Game Nerd, a long time ago when I didn't know anything, I came across Irate Gamers videos. And I thought
YouTube used to promote the hell out of them in those
they
days,
did, yeah, they very much did. And Irate Gamer is there was a lot of clones and people that are inspired by Angry Video Game Nerd, right? You talk about JonTron, for instance, like he was inspired by Angry Video Game Nerd, but he eventually went and did his own thing, and he's got his own thing going. It was good. Irate Gamer basically cloned videos and would even use the exact same points. There's loads
same lines as well.
Yeah, same lines. There's loads of comparison videos about this guy. I think it was there was a Turtles video he was doing where he would make the exact same points as Angry Video Game Nerd's video. Yeah, and he did some of his own original stuff, but he cloned a lot. And I don't want to talk about how kind of dull he was. I mean, he really, really was. But he got really defensive about it, and there was this for years on YouTube before we even started doing things in a big way. This war was going on between Angry Video Game Nerd fanboys and Irate Gamer fanboys, and Irate Gamer eventually people just stopped watching him. Really, he's not very popular anymore. But
I do wonder how many subscribers are trolls and actually proper subscribers.
He lost a lot of subs. He used to have a huge amount, but people left him in droves. People pretty much don't watch him anymore, for the most part.
He's the most subscribed person for Skylander videos. So if you're into Skylander, he's like the most popular
Really?
guy.
There's no...
Shut up.
Yeah. Everybody loves him for Skylander stuff.
I'm looking at his stuff for Skylanders, and there's not a lot there. There's some good interviews and things like that, but
Well, if you look at the amount of views compared to his other stuff.
Oh yeah, compared to his other stuff, definitely. For me, it was I'm just kind of surprised that he would release his game in the same week, because people make mistakes, right? Especially at the start of YouTube. This stuff was coming out 2007.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago, and I'm willing to kind of forgive and forget in that respect. Just say, he did some dumb stuff, whatever. But the fact that he's releasing his game in the same week as Angry Video Game Nerd's game, the fact that he's even making a game, oh man, this guy never learns.
What is this game called, though? What is
The Irate Gamer game.
Really?
Can I just say something I think is amazing?
I've got to look this up.
You can download
He
a free
reminds
demo.
me- He reminds me of that movie company that every time a really popular movie comes out, they make a directed
the
DVD
Mockbusters?
movie.
The Asylum is the name of them. Yeah,
Yes.
the Mockbusters.
So Pacific Rim came out and they made Atlantic Rim, or Snakes on a Plane, they made Snakes on a Train, right? I feel like his
this
goal
looks
in life is
dreadful.
Transmorphers as well.
yes,
Yes.
Transmorphers. Oh, so many good ones.
This looks awful. Is there a demo available for this?
Yeah, it's a free. They got a free demo. It's got a whole first world on it.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, what is it,
I'm tempted to
though?
play
Is
this
it the
on this
exact
show.
same style of
It's an
game?
iOS game.
It's a platform game, yeah.
Yeah, it's an iOS game. It looks awful. Holy crap.
He wanted £4 for it when it first came out as well. So
£4
Yeah.
for that. You know what I can get for £4? I can get 4 Greg's steak bakes for £4. Four.
they
Four.
call them steak slices now.
What? Oh, fuck that heresy. Just no. Absolutely.
Could get 2 steak slices and a pasty for that price.
2 steak slices and a pat. Can we get a sausage and bean melt?
Can you? I don't know. I
We
mean,
need to
is
do
all
this
new
more
to me.
often. Jesse feels so left out. It's brilliant.
Can you do that?
I think you can.
You can. They do yum yums now as well.
Oh, Yum Yums, yes.
Yeah. Do they do yum yums in America?
I think they do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're a
they
thing.
do.
They're
You have
just
to
like the
ask- you have to
stick
ask.
donuts, right?
You have
They're
to ask
the
for it.
long thing, sort of iced.
Yep.
donut.
Yeah, Yum Yums. Yeah, they're a
Like,
thing.
give me that long thing, yum yum. That's what you asked for.
Sort of like a
Guys.
British version of the churro, really, isn't it? Really.
Go around and you just walk around the streets asking. That's how you get it.
Apparently
Where can I
prices
find
have
a long
increased.
thing, yum yum?
£1.15. Unacceptable.
Oh,
God, they're running us ragged. Oh man. Anyway, yeah.
I've been tempted to
God.
do a review on it, to be honest, for a while, but I thought
Oh,
it might be
of a
bad.
steak bake.
No,
guess-
I'm picking up
Nope.
as it is. Thank you very much.
Nope. It was off for so long and came back on just now to tell you that is a bad idea.
That's brilliant. Larry
Sausage
Bundy's review of the steak bake. It's perfect.
How about sausage rolls? You're a sausage roll person?
Wait, I'm a sausage roll person. I don't think there isn't anyone that... I don't even like sausages, really, but I like sausage roll because it's a sausage roll.
Yes.
I'd prefer the little ones, though. You know, the little kind of bite-sized ones versus the big stonking things? Yeah.
Yeah, the cocktail ones.
Yeah, those are fantastic. God, we are just ruining this show.
And the little small Scotch eggs as well.
Yes, mini Scotch eggs and mini pork pies.
Savoury eggs.
Damn, I want to move back to England now to eat proper food.
Shall I send you a care package over?
None of those. I don't think they'll survive the journey. But
I paid 10 bloody quid for a box of Twinkies over here.
Why did you do that? They're not even nice.
I've never tried them before. I mean, you spend
They're rubbish.
They're
just rubbish.
How nice Twinkies are.
It reminds me when Oreos came over to Britain, where everyone was hyped up about Oreos. I'm like, these are worse than every biscuit we have. Like, are you kidding? We have Fox's biscuits that are so expensive you can buy an entire meal for the cost of a small box of Fox's biscuits, but they're the best things ever. And you want to eat Oreos? Really? Really?
They're like negative versions of custard creams. Right?
Yeah, they are. They're rubbish custard creams or rubbish bourbons. They're dreadful. Oh.
Also, when Hershey's come out over here as well.
I never got that either. It's like, we have Cadbury's and Mars and Galaxy and Nestle.
Boundtree.
And Thornton's.
Yes.
We got that, and you want us to eat Hershey's? Are you out of your mind? It's like Christmas. It's like the chocolate you got in those little Christmas tree ornaments.
Oh, yeah,
they're really rubbish chocolate. That's Hershey's. They weren't good enough for human consumption, so we hung them on Christmas trees. That's Hershey's in a nutshell.
We're making fun of your national chocolate here, and we can do this.
It's brilliant.
Go on, please.
Come on, Jesse. Do you prefer Cadbury's or Hershey's?
Oh, no one likes Hershey's. Hershey's is garbage. It's sugar.
Okay.
It's not actual chocolate. No.
There's one kind of Hershey's that I'll eat.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
What about the cookies and cream? That's quite all right.
They do these
garbage.
cookies
It's
and
all
cream
garbage.
drops. They're like minstrels, but rubbish. But they kind of taste okay. That's a cookies and cream drops they do. Yeah, they're all right.
All
the rest
this
of it's
garbage,
just awful.
No, all right, guess not.
I like Reese's peanut butter cups as well.
Yeah, my brother
Garbage.
likes them. I have to
Garbage.
send him them every now and again.
Oh.
But I don't like them because I don't like peanut butter.
I can't help it. My dearest compadre, Wow Crendor, got me hooked on like natural foods that aren't processed.
Well, you can get loads of chocolate that's good like that. There's loads
That's what
of
I'm saying. Yeah.
Eat green and blacks is fantastic. Eat that.
So like, I can't like now. I can't eat
trade chocolate.
good food.
Yeah, fair
it's
trade
always
chocolate.
like fair trade, not harvested. Oh wait, hold on, not always. Not always. It's like harvested by small Guatemalan children in the fields of Ecuador. Like, this must be
Guatemalan
delicious.
children in the fields of Ecuador. How did that work out for you?
I don't judge South America.
That's oddly specific.
I don't judge South America.
I just eat their products.
Yeah. I these days, like, if I'm gonna eat chocolate over here, it'll be like Lindt, or you can get some Cadbury's over here, but it's not as
Mr.
good.
Millionaire, Mr. Rock.
What can I say? I'm successful on YouTube. I can afford Lindt sometimes.
Only the finest.
Only the finest of Lindt.
What is happening? What about the games? What about the games?
It's it. We've come full circle. We got Jesse to try and bring us back on topic. This is perfect. I really enjoyed this derail. I can see why you do it so often. The best kind of derails are the ones where Jesse feels completely left out. It's just great. All right, okay, yeah. Anyway, we should just do an hour show at some point, Larry, where all we do is complain about stuff that isn't from Britain. It'll be brilliant. Let's do that. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So yeah, I played that. I played a little bit of Ironclad Tactics. That game is fucking fun. I am so happy with that game. So, for those who don't know, it's like playing Scrolls, but with 5-second turns, with an alt history American Civil War theme where everyone has robots.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you build
Sakura Wars.
Pretty much, yeah. You build a small deck of cards, and those cards are units that you play on this field, and the turns go at like 5... There's a little clock for every turn. They're like 5-second turns. So every time a turn goes over, the units will move forward, yeah? So they will then fight stuff that's in range, and it's based on lanes. So it's like 4 or 5 lanes on the map. So you put
It's a bit like Advance Wars.
not so much, because the way that Advance Wars works is more of a kind of standard tactics game where you can just move units around. Here, units move on their own unless you tell them to stop. They'll move forward unless you play a card which moves them from their lane to another lane, right? And nothing can move backwards. So you've got to time everything together and play combinations that work. Yeah, it's an army of robots, and you can equip the robots with stuff like cavalry sabers and shit. And each weapon has different functionality. A cavalry saber can hit everything around it, whereas like there's a cannon which has a minimum range and a reload time, but does huge amounts of damage and has an AoE and things like that. It is brilliant. It is a fantastic game. And it is by the guys that made Space Chem, which is a great puzzle game that melts your brain.
Yeah,
it's really hard. But Ironclad Tactics I would strongly recommend to anyone that's even slightly interested in tactics games or CCGs, because it's brilliant. And it's not a free-to-play game. You don't have to buy cards or anything like that. You unlock everything in-game. It's brilliant. It's great. And I'd strongly recommend it. So there's that.
So the tactical element is not just playing the right cards, but playing them when you need to, or
Yes.
else your guy just gets to the edge of the map and just stands there. Like, well, I'm doing my job.
Pretty much, yeah. You've got to play them, because certain units have different movement speeds as well. So you've got to play, because you could play one unit that could catch up to the other one, but then units block other units. So if you've got a fast unit behind a slow unit, you get problems there. There's objectives on the map which you can hold with infantry. Infantry get squashed, by the way, if they come in contact with a robot. So that's an interesting little dynamic. But it's just awesome. It's a fantastic game.
Got to ask, John, is it better than Top Trumps?
I'm going to say that it's better than Top Trumps.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, you should be proud of it.
Why did we even play Top Trumps? It was awful.
It's sort of a card game for thickos and kids.
It really is. It is the dumbest card game.
Wait, what? It's a card game for thickos and kids?
Kids, yeah. It is the... So Top Trumps is still made in the UK. It's this dumb fucking game. They make so many sets of it with different themes. They're all, of course, exactly the same rules, but they have different themes. So you buy a set of Top Trumps, and you deal them out, and essentially one card beats another in numerical value, and that's kind of as far as it goes. It is astonishingly dumb.
I got it on the PS2. Doctor Who Top Trumps. Can you see that?
Are you kidding me?
Shut up.
Doctor Who Top Trumps the PS2 game.
Yes,
What the fuck is the point?
I don't know. I just I want to do a retrospective on all the Doctor Who games.
Oh man, I've got to see if there is if
It's
there's
come on
footage of
PC
this.
as well.
Is there footage of this on YouTube?
It's a game for thickos, it is.
It is a game for thickos.
Doctor Who fans.
There is. Most of it's filming the screen.
Well, that's it. It's.
Oh wow! Apparently it's on Wii as well. It actually made its way onto Wii somehow.
It's £40 as well to pay.
What? 40 quid for that?
Yeah. Well, not now. I paid 50p for it.
I was gonna say.
But it's got nobody bought it. Nobody wants to pay 40 quid for a bit of card that you can play digitally.
Oh man, every one of these links actually is filming a screen, but this is the best I can do, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to show you the mighty Top Trumps. Come on. I think this is the Wii version, so it's slightly enhanced. God, it won't even play the video, it's so bad. Damn. I must show you Doctor Who Top Trumps.
With motion controls.
Motion controls. Oh my...
Can I just say I looked up the definition of thicko,
Oh, it's a Britishism, isn't it? Yeah.
and the sentence they used is, "You're such a thicko. You fail at every test you take. Thick as pig shit. Useless like your mother."
Yep, that's about right. All right, so I'm sorry, guys. This is the best I can do. I think this is the DS version, filmed with a phone. There is no proper footage anywhere on the internet of this.
Oh, where's RetroPro when you need him? Man?
Pretty much. Welcome. This is Doctor Who Top Trumps. Basically, all you do is you pick a characteristic and you see if the other guy beats yours. And that's it. That is it. That is the entire game.
And they've been going for about 40 years with these, aren't they?
Yeah, they've been releasing sets for 40 years and people keep buying the fucking things. They need to stop. That's it. That's the game. That's the whole game. There's nothing else to it.
Well, at least you don't have to play with somebody else for the digital version.
Oh,
You can play it on your own.
what's the point? It's even worse.
Wait, one of the attributes you can play is height? Wait, that's
Yeah.
how you win?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
taller than you, victory.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. That's top
how it
trumps.
works.
And they slightly changed the characteristics for each set. Like, there's top trumps for everything.
I've got
Everything you can
70s
imagine,
football.
there
My
will be a
older-
top trump set for it.
Yeah, I got one. My older brother used to collect them. We got things like 70s rally cars and 70s footballers and stuff like that. Oh, soccer players. Sorry.
Oh, wow, there's top trumps USA now as well.
Ah,
There are, oh god, Doctor Who Pack 7. There are 7 editions of Doctor Who Top Trumps. There is a One Direction Top Trumps. How could there be enough cards?
hang on 1 second. I'll show you one thing I've got.
Alright.
Oh, this is the stupidest. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire
One
life.
Direction Collector's Tin Top Trumps. Moshi Monsters Top Trumps. Baby Animals Top Trumps. So baby animals get to kill each other in this Top Trumps game.
Stupidest
No.
thing I've seen in my entire life.
What do you
This
got?
is quite possibly the most random thing.
This
Top
explains the
Trumps
down.
Borderlands 2.
What? Borderlands 2? Get it close to the camera.
Hold on,
Get it close to the camera.
Hold on. I own those. Okay. I'm not joking. I was when I was in England. I got those, and I thought, oh well, Topps trading cards. That makes sense. Sure. And I got them, and I was like, what the hell are these garbage? Because it didn't make any sense to me. Now I know what they are. I have that exact same pack. Here's the thing. I planned on giving it away to someone because I don't want it because it's dumb.
Alright, you want to hear some more dumb Top Trumps? Here we go. Top Trumps, the dog. It's an entire set with just the dog. Top Trumps, New York. Top Trumps, skyscrapers.
Wait, you would not have two skyscrapers battle each other. That's the dumbest,
Yes.
that's the dumbest, stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. What the shit? Who came up with this? This is why the Empire fell, guys. This is why the Empire fell. It collapsed around the
And these are
time
the US ones that actually make sense. What else is there? Top Trumps, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Very specifically.
That's going to be everything, isn't it? Like,
Oh man,
Wait,
there's an educational
Top
set.
Trumps? Can Top Trumps
Trump
from different
Schindler's
cards?
List, stuff like that.
Can they fight each other?
I
No, I
don't
don't
know.
think so because they have different characteristics because it wouldn't work.
I was gonna say I
gotta fight within your set.
versus the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. I raise you, Voldemort. Like, that'd be
Top
great.
Trumps, US presidents. Perfect.
I want that. I want that. You know what? I want that card set. Top Trumps. I want to play like I'll do a Reagan versus.
Oh
Lincoln.
no!
Nope, I don't. Nope.
Top Trumps, the royal wedding. There is nothing more British and stupid than that.
Oh, I got to show you this. There's one called Plop Trumps, which it's a battle of people's turds.
What?
Animal turds. I'll put it in the description. So
I
you can have a
hate
look.
you so much for reminding me that this exists.
Yeah, there you go. It's one on eBay. Yeah, Plop Trumps. You can the best animal turds.
Britain, you are responsible for many, many horrible things. Of all of the tragedies that have come to bear as a result of Britain, this is the worst. Anyway, I think that pretty much covers what I've been playing this week, if I'm entirely frank.
So not Top Trumps.
No, not Top Trumps. I've actually been doing... used a lot of time this week to watch Attack on Titan, frankly.
Oh, I want to see that. I've been ploughing through Breaking Bad at the moment. instead.
Glacial pace. I've got to say, everyone that said it's really slow paced is entirely correct. It is incredibly slow, and it takes about 3 episodes to get things done. But it has the best opening theme for an anime or anything I've ever heard in my life, and they changed it halfway through the series. I'm like, what are you doing? You have
They always do that anyway, though.
Yeah, it's annoying. I watch like all of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and it has like 6 different opening themes. They just keep
Oh,
changing
you
it.
want to try and get onto Bleach then? They change it every other week.
Oh, do they? Oh, I've heard
yeah.
Bleach is full of filler, so I've been avoiding it. I don't watch much anime, honestly. I don't have the time, but I occasionally dip into stuff that's like really highly recommended. And Attack on Titan it's got a really cool concept. It's got some really creepy enemies. Like, the Titans freak me out. They look so strange, which I think is really cool. The idea of the way that they fight them is awesome. And the opening theme just blows my mind. It's the best opening theme for anything I've ever seen. And they used it for 12 episodes and then changed it. Ah! Why would you do that? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, I've been watching that, and that's been soaking up a lot of my time. I'm almost up to date with it, so that shouldn't take too much longer. It's
How many episodes are there?
Currently, there's 24. It's still running season 1, so yeah, I've been watching that, and it's good. It is a good show. I don't want to talk any more about it because that'll spoil it for people. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. So, Larry, why don't you tell us what you've been playing this week?
Well, it's a combination of GTA 5 and Zelda Wind Waker HD.
Okay, so why don't you start with GTA 5? Tell us what's been going on with that.
Well, I've been mostly soaking in the ambience, really, rather than playing the game, because it's just so fantastic. I mean, I think it's pretty much the best you can actually do in this generation. Like I say it.
I've been told a lot of people do believe that. And I don't
it's a lot funnier than GTA 4 as well.
Is it? Oh, that's good.
Because, yeah, it just got a bit too serious, yeah. So, I do like that. So, like I said, I haven't been playing it too much because I've been switching in between that and Wind Waker Hood.
Wind Waker Hood, yes.
Yes. So, yeah, that's quite... That's slightly disappointing. Oh. But... that's slightly disappointing because it's pretty much just an upscale version of the GameCube version. Really.
There are some changes though, right?
Well, they've filtered out some annoying bits, like the having to get Mr. Tingle to translate all the Triforce parts at the end of the game.
Okay.
Have you played Wind Waker?
No, I was never a Zelda person really, so
okay.
I don't have a frame of reference for it really.
Well, the one thing that really annoyed me, because Wind Waker's infamous for they had a quick schedule for the last one, a quick deadline, and they had to cut 2 of the dungeons out for the original, and they haven't put them back in.
Really?
They've had 10 years to put them back in. No, so it's an incredibly short Zelda game for what it is because it's got half the dungeons missing.
Wow.
Yes. So that's my big disappointment that they didn't go and put them back in. And also that stuff they said you can play any dungeons in any order you wish. That's been taken out as well.
Oh.
Well, they promised that, but they never put it in.
So there's a lot of bollocks in this game, basically, in terms of the.
It's a bit cheeky. They're asking full price for it. I'll bet.
Yeah.
But then they're going, it's going to sell because
it's Zelda. Of course it will. And there's nothing else to play on Wii U anyway, aside from Wonderful 101, which I still haven't got around to playing. I have it sealed downstairs. I need to play it.
They only send us digital copies now.
Really?
They don't. Yeah, they only lend you the retail discs.
Oh, I just bought it. I have no connection.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
I'm a PC reviewer. I don't get a reviewer, some people call me, but I'm a PC guy. I don't have any connections with the consoles whatsoever. The only review code I've ever had for a console, I think, was Dragon's Crown, just because the guys who make it happened to watch my video about the feminism controversy and sent me a free copy. And that's it. But yeah, I just buy
feminism, anger, or happiness. Game, please. Oh, nope.
No, neither of those are correct.
Sarkeesian alarm, that is.
Let's not go there. We might go into something around GTA.
How dare you swear on my podcast?
Oh, you can swear on my podcast all you please.
Just don't say the A word.
Yes. It's just there's too much. No. It's toxic. No. What can I say? It's toxic. I don't want anywhere near it.
Quicksand.
Like Britney Spears. Love is so toxic.
Yes, Anita Sarkeesian's love is so toxic, right? Okay.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Can we make up false allegations that she lures children into a gingerbread house and then eats them?
I, for one, am for whatever is popular with the people.
Oh, dear. All right. So that's what you've been playing this week. Anything else?
Yes. I want to play the Chaos Engine. I managed to get a copy.
Yeah.
Party power. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a video of Ashens on that as well.
Awesome. Chaos Engine was fantastic. I don't know what the remake, quote unquote, is like.
It's an upscale version of the CD32 game.
CD32 version. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's got the really sort of Dago colours. It's not very sort of Victorian looking anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they should have HDified that at all, because that graphic style I believe is timeless. Like the Bitmap Brothers kind of Speedball 2, Xenon 2, Mega Blast, Magic Pockets kind of style.
Yeah. Well, it feels a bit antiquated now because
Does it?
You're so used to top-down shooters being twin-stick shooters as well.
Yeah, fair point.
So it feels having to shoot in the direction you're facing just feels quite awkward.
Huh. I never considered that.
So modern gamers, you know.
Yes.
They don't know. Them young whippersnappers.
They just don't understand how it was back in the day.
In one day, my day, I only had one.
Back in my day, it was a slice of bread uphill both ways in the snow.
In my days, wait 30 minutes to load the game on cassette.
Indeed, we did, and it made horrible screeching noises as it did so. It was like torturing the game.
It's like a cat trying to take a dump. It's like,
Quiet.
He's trying to fit in by doing his best blobfish impression.
I just want to be part of the group.
did you have cassettes in your day, Jesse, or you're that
He's
young?
older than us, man, I think.
Okay.
How old are you, Larry?
Kids.
I'm 34, I am.
Oh, Jesse's not quite as old then.
Oh! What up, old man?
Ah.
How's it feel being close to death?
Jesse's like
What up?
32, and we constantly rib him about it.
Stupid old people. Get out my way.
I'm the youngest person on the show for once. That is never happened. That is very
Aw.
unusual. Yeah, I'm
I only
29.
said that 'cause-
So
John told me to
elderly.
say that, or it wouldn't let me on. So- I'm actually only 22. I'm just
22, really?
no, I'm not. I'm joking.
God, I don't even know what to believe anymore. The British are masters of
It's just-
deception.
it's my Britishness being very convincing because we never lie. We ask.
No, we do not. That would be dishonorable. All right, Jesse, what have you been playing this week?
This week I played a game called Foul Play, aka TB the Story.
Great game.
It is
Oh, yes.
fantastic.
I've got it,
It-
man. It-
I know a lot of people there was some controversy regarding Charlie Murder about how people are like it's just like Castle Crashers and stuff. I
What?
love Charlie
No,
Murder.
it isn't.
Not at all.
Who the hell said? What was that? Who said that? I'm gonna hunt them down.
Actually, when I was at PAX Prime, I was talking with the guys. Like they were getting like a lot of people love them, but then people were like, "You are copying Castle Crashers." I was
Are
like,
you
"Shut your mouth."
fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So
Hi guys. So there's a game called Streets of Rage, and there's also a game
Right.
called Golden Axe that Castle Crashers
and Final
basically.
Fight.
Yeah, and of course Final Fight. You don't want to, and Double fucking Dragon, games that very much are. That it boggles my mind that people are that dumb. That's
well, yes,
no, it
that's
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
One of the
A
things I
video
actually
game
like,
where you
though,
punch people, that's pure innovation.
right? But the thing I like is that, you know, Castle Crashers brought a new level to the gameplay where it was fun things you could do and it was very silly to look at and the battles were kind of wonderful. And then Charlie Murder has this other level where it's like we're going to take it up a notch and make it an RPG where you have like spells and abilities and each person is a different class. And then some of the maps, like the one if you watch the video, oh wait, hold on.
That's
There we go.
you're
So-
copying Castle Crashers alarm, is it?
Yes. So apparently
Fanboy alarm.
one of the yeah, that's what it was. One of the really great parts is there's an episode like in the episode that Josh Mattingly and I filmed. We did a bit where you go into the graveyard and there are little ghost girls, and when you hit them, they jump scare you. Like it's a legit there's a lot of really cute, funny things that are sort of like homages to games that are out now. And I was like, that's a good level to take it to. This one, Foul Play, is like, we see your side-scrolling beat 'em up, and we're gonna make it so the cooler things you do, the more it impresses the audience, and that's who you care about, is doing great combos and making the audience happy with you, not about just progressing. So
Yeah, you can't die in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a health bar.
Can boot you. Yes.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite parts is then like people in the audience will shout stuff at you like, "Hey, it'd be great if you did this." And then that's like an achievement or an objective.
It's a side objective you got to do. Like,
Yeah.
and there was, I think, in the footage that I did from PAX, there was a kid asked me to leave the bandit leader to last, so we did that.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit
Yeah.
of dialogue associated with it as well. I think the game gets a bit repetitive because obviously you can't die. You're limited to the weapons you've got. You do unlock more moves as you go through. But it's a good time, and like the way that they pace the game and have the different scenes switch on stage is fantastic. Really, really good. I'm sorry, I'm mad about that whole Charlie Murder thing now. That upsets me greatly.
Right? And you should see the forums and stuff. It's really mind blowing. Like, you copiers, like what?
You forget. All right, I'm going to drop a truth bomb at you guys. Sorry, guys. Castle Crashers wasn't that great from a gameplay perspective. Like, the strength of Castle Crashers was its art style, its music, and its character design. It was not the gameplay. The individual gameplay and the individual brawling in that game actually is not very good. Like, compare it to something like Golden Axe or Streets of Rage. It's nowhere near as satisfying. It is incredibly spammy, and there's very little variety to it outside of unlocking different characters. What they decided to do, instead of developing characters with a proper moveset, like, say, Foul Play or Charlie Murder has, they just made a bunch of characters and says, oh, you can just play a different one then. And each character's got, like, 3 moves, and that's about it.
They go for a sort of arcade machine mentality. You know,
yeah,
like
they did. They very much did.
Yeah.
Castle Crashers is not a amazing brawler. Yeah, it is good for a lot of reasons, but that is not it. So, I'm just laying it down. Castle Crashers is not the best thing ever. From someone that enjoyed brawlers when he was growing up, Castle Crashers was not that great. Sorry.
I would say at least check out the demo for Charlie Murder, because it's actually a really, really good game.
Yeah, it's solid. It's really great. The character design, the art style in that game is just mind-blowing. I love the progression.
I just thought it was a remake of the Dishwasher.
It's not. It's not a remake of the Dishwasher, but it's the same guys that made the Dishwasher.
Yeah. It's got a lot of cool aspects to it. It's very fun. I enjoyed it a great deal. Other than that, this week,
Guardian fucking Heroes is the best brawler. There is nothing that comes close. Just saying. If you have a console, get Guardian Heroes HD. Don't play it on HD because it ruins the graphics. And fucking enjoy the best brawler ever made.
I had it for 200 points a couple of weeks ago on Xbox Live.
Oh, £2. That's £2, right? Oh, $2. That's $2, isn't it? That's about £1.50. Brilliant. Fucking hell. Guardian Heroes. I played it so much. I have the original copy on Sega Saturn, slow down and all. And I have
X rental from Blockbusters.
Yep. What is with you and Blockbusters stealing everything? To be fair, though, I got some X rental stuff from Blockbusters actually for Sega Saturn when they were just clearing their stock. I got some good stuff in there because they had no idea what the value of it was.
Yeah, that's why I found some of my favorite games ever was getting their little bin of like, oh no, we had 12 copies of this game and we only need 1 now. And I was like, I'll try it for like $3, and it turned out to be amazing. That's how I discovered the Ace Combat series. I never would have bought a fighter sim game, and I was like, holy shit, this game's amazing.
It's not really a sim, is it? It's arcadey.
It's very arcadey,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what Infinity does. They're doing free to play with it, but the actual story trailer they put out actually looks pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't necessarily trust them there, but yeah, Guardian Heroes, get it. It's just on Xbox, isn't it? Like it never.
I don't know if it might be on PSN.
I don't know if it ever got to PSN, but if it did, either platform's fine. It's amazing. I've beaten it on no less than 20 occasions, because that's what the game's designed to do.
Ow.
Yeah, I mean, you got different paths through the game. There's a bunch of choices you make, which completely change which levels you see. There's about 30 levels. You only ever play about 9 of them in one session. So there's shitloads of stuff, and different dialogue for every single one of those choices, and that's how you unlock all the characters for the arena mode, which has 6-player fucking madness. I have a multi-tap at home with my Saturn with 6 controllers just to play arena in Guardian Heroes. And you can play any character in it, any of them, and some of them are colossally overpowered. It's brilliant.
Yeah, the green giants.
Oh, you thought the giants were bad? Like I'm talking about greater Earth Spirit and greater Sky Spirit level of overpowered. They were just ridiculous. So good.
I don't remember that game at all, which is really weird.
It was Sega Saturn only, so.
That would explain why I don't remember it.
Only ever came out on Sega Saturn before they remade it. It's good, though.
I should have a look if it's out on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It might come out on PC as well.
Yeah. It never came out on PC. If it had, I would have had it in a heartbeat. But, yeah, Guardian Heroes is mind-blowingly good. It is...
Yeah, no, it was only Xbox Live.
Yep. Fantastic brawler, co-op, of course, leveling up system, RPG mechanics, multiple paths, huge amounts of multiple paths, and it's also made by Treasure, who, like, never made a bad game ever.
Apart from Astro Boy.
Okay, maybe Astro Boy. So there's that. Alright, what else you been playing, Jesse?
Hearthstone, but that's because I can play that anywhere, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of... if there's anything besides stuff for the channel, I Thursday, Friday, Saturday played something I can't talk about till October 1st.
Okay.
In San Francisco on Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Yeah, that. Okay.
So, and all I can say is F sharks, because sharks are the worst things that ever existed on planet Earth. We should nuke them. Nuke the sharks, because they are killing fish, and humans eat fish. Think about it.
There's a Sharks Top Trump set.
Is it a brand new sequel to Echo the Dolphin?
Echo the Dolphin Top Trumps. It's just...
So here's the crazy thing, and I for as long as I remember have hated sharks, just hate sharks.
Okay.
But here's the thing: when my parents were here, by the way, go watch that video. It is amazing. The Q&A video with my parents is amazing. At the end, my dad's like, John Payne, we're coming for you. Well, he's like, help my son so he can make as much money as. It's like, no one makes as much money as John Payne. It's amazing. Go watch that video. It's hilarious. But they gave me a CD, and in the CD was all of these old, like, home movies. And so I put it in because I was like, I need to watch this stuff.
Okay.
I swear to God, one of the first skits I ever did is me in, like, a shark puppet. I had a hat that said, it was like, I love sharks. And I was at SeaWorld at the shark tank like, those things are awesome. Something happened to me somewhere along the line that flipped all that. And I feel like...
Did you watch Jaws?
I did watch Jaws, and that's probably what did it. But those were taken when I was like 10 or 12. So I figured I would remember. I don't know what happened to me. Something... I don't know. But apparently at one point in my life, I loved sharks. Now I think they're the worst. The worst.
I used to like beans. And then I now hate beans. And I can pinpoint the exact second where I started hating beans.
Is it a school dinner thing?
No, it actually wasn't. I was down. We were staying with my godparents. Like we used to go down there every year to Cambridge to go and stay there, which was awesome because I grew up in a small town. So going to stay in Cambridge for like a week was best because like look at all this stuff we can do, you know. Which is probably not what anyone who lives in Cambridge would ever say.
You can visit the university.
Yeah, but like compared to my crappy little town, which I used to live in Spennymoor, which was terrible. Compared to that, it was amazing. But down there, I had beans on toast one night. It was just so many. It was just this gigantic pile of beans on toast, and I suddenly hated beans forever. I don't know what it was. It was a bean overdose.
Did you know that unprocessed baked beans are a source of arsenic?
Really?
Yes. So
I highly enjoy that the comparison in your life is, look, sharks, giant godless killing machines, or beans.
Baked beans. Baked beans are killing machines, as just explained. You know, arsenic. It's dangerous. Yeah. Dangerous.
They're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
They are. They're the musical fruit. That's true.
Now sounds like a great time to go to a break. When we come back, we will talk about news, possibly. Or we could just talk about biscuits for another hour. I'm okay with that.
No, news. We're doing news.
We haven't gone about nice biscuits yet.
No, we haven't. Nice biscuits.
Jammy Dodgers!
Jammy Dodgers. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-Optional Podcast. A little bit of a long break there. We needed a fragrance of dark-colored coffee to wake me up. This had to be the way of things. Let's do news. Let's talk news. What's been going on? Lots of things have been going on. There's funnily enough, the Creative Assembly of dumbasses. Funnily enough, that article is actually a year old, but I think it's come back into focus as a result of it clearly being a massive screw-up on their part. So, we can happily talk about that. Of course, we've also got the PlayStation 4 game upgrade process that's been fully detailed there by Sony. And does the UK think that violent video games cause violent behavior?
The answer might surprise you.
The answer is Thursday. So that's a really surprising answer.
I am surprised, yes. Very.
What really annoys me about this survey here is that they just went around and asked the public, like, it's like, no, we'll talk to some scientists to see whether... No, we're just going to ask the general public, who are, of course, known for being ridiculously smart. Yeah, so, all of these stats actually surprise the fuck out of me. All of them. and it's really dreadful. So 61% of UK residents believe that playing violent video games can be a cause of real-world violence and aggression. And there's obviously the generation gap between them. 79% of 60-plus-year-old people that were surveyed in this thing believe that violent video games will cause real-world violence and aggression. So in other words, people that have never played a video game in their lives. Very, very much. And of course, it goes down the further you go. But the fact is, 42% of 18 to 24-year-olds in the UK, according to this survey, believe...
Talking about those 60-plus-year-olds played Call of Duty 2 for real.
Yeah, they kind of did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a survey of 2,000 people, apparently. 53% of the people surveyed played video games. And 19% said that they played video games most of the time. And then the second survey they asked for is, can they be a useful outlet for frustrations and aggression? Which, of course, starts with 73% of 18 to 24-year-olds believing that's the case, sliding all the way down to only 49%, as in half of the 60-plus-year-olds believed that was the case.
There was a really, really great, because of course all this week, all the big news outlets here in the United States had to do at least an hour about. It's interesting to us that a game about stealing cars and beating up hookers sells $1 billion worth of copies. Does that say something about our degrading society and how evil we are? And so I don't remember who the guy was, and I wish I could give him credit. He was from some online magazine, and he was spot on. It was great, because every time they would bring up a subject, like, here's why you're evil, right? He would be like, all right, first off, dum-dums, this is the facts. And one of the best things he said was, she said, should we be worried that people are buying all these games about violent carjackings and stuff? And he's like, I watch Breaking Bad. It doesn't mean I cook crystal meth. And she's like, that's an interesting point, but you aren't involved in it. And he's like, I don't know. I'm pretty involved in that series. He's like, I watched an entire season in a day. And she's like, yes, but I feel like you aren't controlling it. And he's like, yeah, well, I control a lot of things in my life. It doesn't mean that, I go crazy with it. It's about moderation. People who, play games for so many hours or whatever. And it was amazing. And if I could find the video, I would link to it, because it was stellar. Because the guy was just on point. And this woman was just like, now here's the thing. I'm going to bring in someone else to talk about this. The other person's like, oh no, he's actually got really good points. It was really funny. I was like, stop trying to scapegoat everything. Crazy people will always be crazy. And you can have crazy people do anything. And they're going to relate to it and be like, the Batman movie taught me that I should murder people. No, you're fucking insane. Stop it. Stop blaming things that I like on your craziness.
Well, the stupid thing is that most of those news networks are either owned by or on the same channel as very violent and either violent sexual drug abuse shows. Breaking Bad wins awards and is an incredibly violent show that in many ways glorifies drug use and drug manufacture. And then, of course, the other side of it does, it very much says, oh, this is kind of bad. But so does GTA, GTA doesn't pretend and never has, well, that's not true, it has pretended at some point. But these days, it does not glorify that violence. A lot of the criticism that was being leveled at GTA 5 was, is this game making us, too cynical about society? It's like, no, it isn't. This shit happens. No, generally you don't see people driving around running over hundreds of people, but the stuff that it touches on in the story, yeah, that stuff happens. That's a real thing. And society is very consumerist. And to be fair, we are a bunch of horrible people.
Well, in all fairness, that GTA has always been a satire on pop culture as well.
Yeah. I wonder how true that still is. I mean, you've played the game. How true do you think that still is?
Oh, it's very, very funny. I mean, it's making fun of things like the X Factor, America's Got Talent, things like that now in it. And,
the one guy who gets high and just loses his mind, and that's like a mission. And he's like, we've been just talking politics.
Oh, Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor, yeah.
So I mean,
he's the best character.
It's all satire, but the thing that I thought was the most fun, I was surprised no one brought this up, is all week people are talking about Breaking Bad. I mean, I was, but people are talking about Grand Theft Auto, and they're like, oh well, it's horrible, but the kids, they seem to like it. I just want to show up on set and remind them there have been many other Grand Theft Auto games, and you've brought up the same points every other time, and the world has just kept on spinning. Like, I feel like, get over it, you dumbasses, because we're on the 5th one.
And violent crime in the US has been going down, not up.
Yeah, just because every once in a while you report on something where, like, some psychopath goes nuts, overall, crime has gone down. Gun ownership's gone down. Like, literally everything is looking up. But there's more, because channels have to be on 24/7, they can report more and more on wacky shit that happens. It's them, not the world. So
I would actually say that if you banned violent video games all round together, violent crimes will get skyrocket.
Yeah, because frankly, if you're not, if you're a bad person in general, let's just say you're a teenage delinquent, you're a chava. Let's say you're a chava.
Is that like a thicko?
Chav's a southern thing, man. We call them chavas, and I think everyone's
Scotland
adapted.
call them Neds as well.
Neds is that's Scottish, right? If I recall correctly. Yeah, there's Pikeys was one of them as well, if I recall.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thing is, the people that are playing that, lots of people play GTA games. I remember back when I was at school that the chavas would be after the new GTA, and they would be after the violent stuff. But at the end of the day, when they were sitting at home playing that, they weren't out breaking into cars.
Exactly.
Or
Right?
vandalizing buildings or shit like that. Because the problem is, a lot of that stuff comes from the fact that there's fucking nothing to do in those areas. And having lived in shitty, like, ex-mining towns where there's just nothing to do, a lot of that stuff comes from boredom. Is it an excuse for it? No. But that's what actually causes a lot of that stuff to happen. And if you have a way of channeling your negative energies, if you have a way of just alleviating your boredom in a way that doesn't hurt anybody, then that's good. That's, in general, very good. It's a heat sink for society.
No, I think it's good. A couple of years ago in Amsterdam, they tried to curb prostitution. They sort of banned it outright for a weekend.
Yeah.
And rape crime
For a
skyrocketed
weekend?
about 8. Yeah, well, maybe a bit longer, but yeah, they rape crime skyrocketed by 800%.
Yeah.
800%?
That's a fucking lot. I mean, I don't know how much it would be in that.
What is going
in that
on in
country
Amsterdam?
anyway? But
Well, it's because they banned prostitution for a while there. There's a test, see what would happen. And
yeah, I mean,
people
it's
won't forget what happened. So,
yeah.
so I'm just saying that if
it's
they
a
banned
similar
video
idea,
games,
isn't it?
Yeah,
It-
I don't mean yeah. I mean,
You're
it's
borderline
apples and
insane.
oranges.
Yeah,
But I think
we
the
are not
idea
as
is there,
evolved
yeah.
as I think people. I don't know if anyone thinks we are, but we're not as evolved as people will claim. We still have some very nasty base instincts, and we're also still inherently very violent and petty people, as much as we would like to believe otherwise. No.
Humans are the only animals on the planet who kill without being hungry.
Yep. Apparently so. We are the Titans.
Yes.
What can we say?
Oh, shit. Is that the twist?
Evil.
In the end,
I'm pretty sure that's
you're
the
the
message they're
Titans?
actually trying to force in there, is actually that. But anyway, we kind of suck as a race and as a species. We're kind of bad. And it's nice to have those kind of outlets, because it was not so long ago that we were invading countries for the sole purpose of invading countries. We were murdering people for the sole purpose of murdering people.
Not the British, though. They've never done anything.
No, of course not. We never do
only
anything like
destroyed
that.
the Chinese Navy just so we could import opium to them.
Pretty much. No, we were assholes.
True, yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of bad things, but it was only a couple of hundred years ago that
More than
It
just
was-
tying women to train tracks.
still killing people for being witches and nonsense like that. We suck, and I think as the rise of entertainment that's come to sort of sate those little urges has come along, that we've kind of become better people as a direct result of it. And can I just point to the obvious? There is still no proof at all that video games cause violence in any way. Like, and it's what annoys me is like, maybe we should do a study. It's like there's about 50 studies. Yeah, they've already been done. Untold millions of dollars have been sunk into this research, doing the same thing. And every time it's like, well, we should just talk about this. This is a discussion worth having. It's not. We've already had it. We've had it for the...
No, like I said, I've been playing violent video games all my life, and I've only ever killed 2 people. I mean, that's the proof.
Yeah.
And they
That's a
deserve
pretty
it,
good
though.
ratio,
Yeah.
all things considered,
deserve
considering you're like
kids.
89 years old.
Yes.
Well,
You were
it's
old,
always-
this world was young.
They always pick on new medium. Like
Yes,
in
always
100 years ago, they hated cinema. They said that was a devil. And like 50 years ago, they said pop music was a devil. Rock and roll music was, made kids.
I still believe them on the pop
Did you-
music front, but
Yeah.
Did you see how he shook his hips? It turned girls into floozies. Made them addicted to the Mary Jane. I'm telling you, crazy.
So yeah, there's
Elvis
always
devil.
the previous generation hated the next medium. I mean, we're probably going to moan about how evil holograms are one day.
No way, man. I'm gonna holodeck bang a hologram so quickly. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna beam in Commander Riker and/or the actor, Jonathan Frakes, and he and I are gonna be like, "Yo, dude, let's bang some holograms." It's gonna happen.
The next thing will be the Oculus Rift in VR. I can guarantee that. Wow.
So that's a Matrix, the Matrix type thing,
Yeah, I even think that Oculus Rift will probably cause controversy. It's like, well, because you're immersed even more in the game, then surely that affects you more, and then there's the whole addiction and, like, the idea of losing control of reality, and...
Oh, they accuse people of giving brain cancer or something, like
It does.
Virtual Boy
It does
or something.
remind me. Like, I'll be honest, and I know that this is probably, like, somewhere out there, this is, kind of mean, but I get a kick out of people who are like that, and so I can't wait for people to be like, oh, it's so real. Like, after, what was that stupid movie with the blue Smurf spacemen? Avatar. After Avatar came out, after Avatar came out, because of the 3D glasses, I don't know if you remember this. I assume everyone should because it was nuts. People were literally getting depressed. There was an emotional, for weeks afterwards, because they were like, our world will never be as real as that world. It was so beautiful to me. And I just want to be there. People. It's like, you people are stupid.
There's loads of places on the planet that are just as beautiful as that. Go visit them.
And it was amazing just to hear people be like, our world will never be the same. And I want that. I want people to put on VR glasses and just be like, it won't be as good. Like, you're a dummy. You are a dumb dummy, and I'm going to laugh at you. No, don't you see? I was born to be one of the blue people. Shut it, dummy. You're stupid.
Do you really want to live in a world with giant dogs with 6 legs come and hunt you down at night? I mean...
Do you want to live in a world where you live in a tree? I don't want to live in a tree.
A giant cat blue.
There might be ants and things. No.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but those tree people, they may have won the battle for a movie, but somewhere in space is the human race who's like, we need that shit. We come back. It didn't work out so well for pretty much every native species ever.
I love the fact that the end of the movie is just like,
harness that.
Yeah, we kicked him out. We kicked him out. It's like, you realize they're coming back with fucking warships and artillery, and you guys are boned. They're not even gonna land. They're gonna flatten you from space. That's how it's gonna go.
It's great. Look, it's great that you love fake reality, but that's, video games. You can love something that's not real. You can love an anime world. You can love that stuff. But the minute you're like, oh, it's so much better than our world, you're dumb.
Don't even.
Yeah.
You're dumb.
Your world created this. How cool is that? And they're creating it on a weekly basis.
Don't be stupid.
Your world pays for that virtual world that you inspire to.
Right?
Yep.
I specifically am saving money just so I can go on one of those stupid, Lord of the Rings tours in New Zealand. I want to see that stuff. I want to see the mountains that don't look real. I want to go there.
And the big circle doors.
Oh, I know everyone in New Zealand has big circle doors. They say they don't, but I know they do. I've seen the pictures and the movies. They're all 3 feet tall, and they fight goblins. New Zealand, go there.
All of those, they happen.
It's escapism. Everybody likes escapism because it's...
And rightfully
everybody
so.
Everybody has a routine in their life, like Monday to Saturday, Sunday, and, it gets a bit boring. I mean, they want to channel something else.
Yeah. And I think that's the key. It goes back to the beginning of the conversation, is games that are violent, it's escapist fantasy. The reason why you play it is because in your deepest being that you're not going to go out there and run over hookers and shoot up buildings, because you're a normal human being. You're not crazy pants.
Yeah, I was going to say, and if you're crazy, it doesn't matter what you're influenced by.
Right?
You'll find some excuse. It's like, well, you know what? I was reading this People magazine right here. To be fair,
Cosmopolitan made me do it, yeah.
Is that one of the 69 new ways to please your man in bed? Go out and run over hookers? Tip number 57 in Cosmo.
Marry a hooker together. It'll bring you close.
Do you know? Did you ever see that article years ago about how much stuff they took out of Grand Theft Auto, as well?
I
They're
didn't.
so worried
actually.
about it.
Yeah.
There's the best one ever was there were people in wheelchairs. You could hijack their wheelchair and spin off on it. I just think that was absolutely hilarious. I mean, completely evil.
Here's the thing. I like how they took that out. Yet there are other things they were like, no, leave that in.
Disabled people crosses the line.
Yeah,
apparently.
ooh, that's offensive.
Yeah. I would love to do that now because it's just so evil. And there's a big argument if you have. There's no children in any sandbox game, is there? I mean, and this is the first GTA game to have animals in it as well.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that, and I that's where I think the escapism is that leaving children out of stories. I think that's where the escapism comes from.
Because nobody likes bloody kids anyhow. I mean, pain in the ass. So.
I definitely, I'm okay with that. I keep the kids out of it. Good for them.
Fine.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Great.
It's a big deal.
That's why it's fake. That's why it's fake.
So, what's your opinion on people in wheelchairs in these games? Do you want
I'm
them
okay
in?
with that.
Look, everyone is fair game in a video game. In fact, I think the more, except for kids, everyone's fair game. Like, go for it.
Any consent.
group, if you're going to cut things out, I mean, you're going to turn into like Final Fight on the Super Nintendo, where they cut out all black people and women in the game, didn't they? Because they thought they want to be sexist or racist. So, do you remember that?
That is an amazing statistic. Yes, I do.
So yeah, that is complete neuroticism. That is, but it's okay to beat up white males, that heterosexual.
Naturally,
I mean,
yeah.
With fair game on it for us.
Yeah, of course.
It's like hunting season all round. All year
well,
round.
I mean, we deserve it, right? You
males,
know,
yeah.
it's something privilege, something.
Well, we are evil, I suppose.
Obviously, something the patriarchy and so forth.
Cool.
There is, since you've played a good amount of this already, I'm interested to know what your opinions are on the. I don't want to say the depiction of women because I think it's a stupid term, like in general. I just want to know, are there any worthwhile female characters in that game? I'm not talking about playable. I don't give a fuck if there's a female playable character.
Well, there's only two main female characters that talk, and that's Michael's wife and his daughter. His wife is having those affairs with like the tennis instructor and the yoga instructor and that, so she comes and she's a bit of a gold digger. And his daughter's just the same. She just goes and sleeps with anything she can find just to be able to get famous on television and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's very
very much like LA, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That seems fairly realistic.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone in that game's horrible,
right?
Is there a single character in that game that you would describe as a good person?
No, everybody's bad. I mean, I would say Franklin's probably the least evil. Okay. Really, I mean, he does bad things because he commits crimes, but he's trying to get out of the ghetto, as it were. So he's the most likable, as in most relatable. But I think Trevor by far takes a character for the most likable. I mean, because he's completely insane.
Yeah.
What I think is interesting is that it's. I'm not sure what people want from Grand Theft Auto when it comes to a female character, because if you go by the character, I don't know what word you would use to describe them. Like, it's not stereotype, but archetype for these characters. They're all essentially not very good people, except for maybe one. But they're all bad people. And if you have a lead female character, she's going to be just as equally bad. And so how is that, I mean...
But I mean, that's fine. I think, I'll tell you what, you don't generally see, certainly as a playable character, an evil female. Like, can you think of a game where you see a... Sin.
That...
Sin wasn't playable. Yeah. Like, the evil female in that game wasn't playable, though, right? She was the antagonist.
How about Lizzie from Rampage?
Boo!
Rampage.
But she was a giant lizard, so...
I'm not going to joke. I used to love playing Lizzie, and it blew my mind when I found out Lizzie was a girl. I was like, what? It's your story. But no, I feel like the problem is that most writers...
Femshep wasn't evil. Like, this, I'm sorry, there's no way you can say... People are suggesting, oh, Femshep's an evil female character. No, like, no BioWare RPG are you, like, a genuinely fucking horrible, evil character. BioWare never goes far enough with that stuff.
What about Knights of the Old Republic?
Even then...
Ooh, man.
Even then.
I mean, the problem, yeah. Someone in chat just mentioned, like, there's the problem with female characters, especially evil ones, is that the writers, since I assume most of them are guys, write very bad female characters. Like, they don't write them very well, and it's unfortunate because then that just piles on to the whole debate on the internet about, you know, the role of female characters in games, which is sad because it's mostly because the writers just don't know how to write a evil female without making her come across as being like just sort of bitchy.
Yeah, and also I would also discard the idea that people are suggesting in chat, which is like, oh, you know, Fallout and things like that. It's like, no, those customizable characters is not the same thing. Yeah?
Right.
It's like saying, oh, well, you can play a female in Saints Row 2, and you know you can be a bad person in that. Yes, but I'm talking about a specific character that was written only to be female that you can play who is a bad person.
And the problem is,
I don't think there is one.
How about
they
Ivy from Soul Calibur? She's evil because her dad.
It's a fighting game. There's not enough character development in that, in my opinion.
And then characters who are evil, in order to get you, like, especially female characters, like male characters who are evil, their story and what they do, it defines them as a bad guy, right? But female characters, the problem is that most of the time the writers write them as like, okay, well, she needs to dress like a dirty whore for some reason. And it makes
because that's like, I'm evil and I have like bad morals, so I dress in latex kind of idea. And that's the dumb way of writing a character like that, isn't it? And that just comes across as horrible.
And it's like, so then you suddenly have a like sort of like, oh, I'm so mean, but you know, you're just gonna see me as sort of bitchy, but I'm dressed like a slut. Like, it's a bad character archetype, which is what, I mean, you might be right. I don't know if there are many. Like, even Kerrigan is terribly written, so don't even get me started. And two, it's not a very good written, like, people
she's
like,
not straight up evil, like, because you can relate to her because she's on a kind of rip-roaring rampage of revenge. Like, she's only evil in the same way that Uma Thurman's character in Kill Bill is evil, you know?
How about Jury from Street Fighter?
Jury is the perfect example of what I was talking about. Like, I love
the over-sexualized?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, everything about her is over-sexualized, isn't it? Yeah.
She's my favorite Street Fighter character, but she is over-sexualized. She has, like, an outfit that basically says, like, I'm trying to wear as little as possible.
She's wearing a handkerchief for a bra.
Pretty much,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
She's also still... We're also talking about fighting games again. The thing about fighting games is that you've got like 40 or 50 characters in the roster. So yeah, you'll have some evil female characters in there somewhere. Because it's like, oh, let's throw that in there for variety. But good luck finding a single game where you have an evil female protagonist that doesn't also allow you to pick a male.
We want to make a game about this, shouldn't we?
Does Blood Rain count? Blood Rain's not a bad example. Like, she is a murderous person. But again, very over-sexualized. You know, same things like, ooh, sexy vampire that's wearing latex.
And it's strange that's, I mean, I'm going to say it's strange that that's the way it has to be, but as a man in the industry, I understand. I mean, they're targeting those games to boys who are, like, in their teens, who like boobs, who like attractive women and violence. I mean, it's not like some mystical thing that we don't understand. Like, why is that? I mean, I like Jury because she is nasty. But at the same time, like, I mean, you have to understand that's who they're targeting. But is it acceptable? Not really. I mean, it's a weird, like, double standard, but at the same time, they know who their audience is, and so they're selling to them.
Yeah, the problem is that they could have a bigger audience, and I feel honestly that if we're talking about like the audience of older males, that they're very willing to accept an evil female character that's properly developed. I would happily play that character. In fact, it's kind of nice not to play the same kind of male archetype in every single game because it gets boring after a while. It's about variety, really.
Mr. Gravelly voice.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like Space Marine or... and lately it's kind of been the awkward hero, that kind of archetype that's specifically aimed at people that use Reddit, you know?
And that's one of the biggest problems, I think, too, is that because... I think... having seen, like, voice acting stuff behind the scenes a lot...
It's not evil. Come on!
Like,
really?
Like, having seen behind-the-scenes voice acting stuff, they also do a lot of characters based on the voice big voice actors can do. So that's why you get a lot of, like, the male gruff hero.
Every character
Yeah,
Nolan North.
Yeah, like you
Or
get
every
a lot
Steve
of them.
Blum ever. It's just like
Yeah,
the
you get,
exact
like-
same guy.
You get all those characters who are like, I'm the gruff, tough guy. And then that's why Jennifer Hale does so well and gets put in a lot of stuff, because whenever they need a woman who doesn't come off as like either like super slutty or super bitchy in their like archetype world, they hire Jennifer Hale because she can pull that middle ground off where she's like, I'm a tough soldier, or
Yep.
I'm like the leader of some group or whatever. And that's why she's in a lot of games, which is sad. That's the only voice, like one of 3 voice actresses I can think of that can pull that off. And it's because the archetypes are just so poorly written that there's no chance for anything else. And so that's why you get the same voices over and again, or you get the same character types, because sometimes the writers are just really lazy.
Yeah.
Just really lazy.
You got, in all fairness, they don't write well for female characters because they're not female. So
That's
they
what I'm
don't
saying.
know- Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
But they're also
and-
not Space Marines.
Well, they might be. Might have a time machine.
That's a possibility. But I feel that, you can write characters that you are not all the time, but to write a proper character of an opposing gender, or even some, like, a different orientation, I'm not even talking about gender, or just,
And about race. Or
well, I mean, not just race, sexual
religion.
orientation, what about, can you write a good gay or transsexual character? Well, if you look towards Japan, the answer is nope. I remember, actually, there was a game that first came out on the Xbox 360. It was an RPG. I can't remember. I think it was the first RPG for the 360. And it had a flamboyantly gay character in it who was just horrible to listen to. It was really bad. It was incredibly badly done.
It's interesting that chat is talking about like a lot of like TV shows. There's a ton of TV shows that have really great like
Enchanted
female
Arms, that
lead
was the name of it,
characters. But
Boys is a bloke.
games is different. Games are a little bit
Boys is-
different. And even in games, like perfect example, in the Batman animated series, Harley Quinn was a fantastic character. A really great character who was much more go back and watch those old things. I don't think she was that sexualized. And in
God
the
Hand did
games,
not
they're
do gay
like
characters well. No. As much as
in
I
the
love God
games,
Hand,
like-
guys, I'm sorry. That was bad.
they're like dress her up as a nurse, dress her up as barely any clothes on. Like I don't understand the need for that. She was fine in her like one piece. She was just fine. And like, no, slut her up a bit. And that's what gaming culture is. Unfortunately, I do think sometimes that a lot of people who complain about it are right. But at the same time, I'm one of those realists who's just like, look, here's why they're doing it. If you want it to change, you have to hit the pocketbooks of the people who are making the stuff. Because that's the only way they're going to change.
well, actually, who are buying this stuff?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, the problem that we've had, I think, up to this point is that everyone's like, oh no, but I feel Dodger should be able to stop it. We've covered like females in video games a lot, with Brooke here, and frankly,
Well,
she shares our opinions on the matter. So I mean, there's not really a lot that could be
So
added
the-
there.
only evil female character in a video game history we can think of is Lizzie from Rampage.
Pretty much.
Well,
She's
what's
a-
her face? What's her
Listen.
face? Alma from what's the name of that game? The Fear series.
She's not a playable character. We're talking about we're talking about protagonists, yeah. Like
She's just a rip-off
that
from
are
the Ring.
evil?
Well,
an evil female protagonist. Like the closest I can get is Blood Rain, and even that's a pretty bad example of
Does
slutty
Alice count as
vampire.
evil?
No, I think Alice just counts as mentally
crazy.
unstable.
Alice is misled.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Alice is inherently evil.
No, yeah, I don't. Is it because people think no one's going to want to play an evil woman?
Yeah, I mean, I'm almost convinced that that's the case. I mean, there was a lot of people point to Remember Me as an example of why nobody wants to play a black female character for lead. It's like, no, they don't want to play that game because it's bad. That's the main problem.
I didn't know she was black.
Yeah,
Oh,
not not heavily so. She's definitely, she's definitely not white
I
though.
thought I thought she's just Hispanic or something.
No,
I mean-
she is black, but
I disagree. I mean, that's like besides the facts I mentioned before. Jerry Hunt is the best character ever. I enjoy playing her because she's evil. Because she is a nasty lady who is not nice, and I like that about her. Because all the other characters are like, oh, I'm doing this for a reason. She's like, I'm just a straight up meanie.
Doing it for a
Good,
lot.
good.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
I like that about her. I have no problem with that. The problem is that I don't, there is no, unless you're watching like all the movies, and there's really no backstory there. It's like you're playing her and you get like three or four lines that are like, I'm bad. Like, I like that girl. No, I mean, I don't, it's very strange that I guess people don't want to. Is it that people don't want to write it, or that people don't want to play it?
Can people write it? And more to the point, I mean, there are definitely more female writers getting into the scene, and that's good.
Yeah.
I think we need more variety and more perspectives to get more interesting narrative. But I can't imagine that people want to write it, and more to the point, would a publisher ever okay that? We're going to make a game where the main character is an evil female, and no, she's not in latex. And people just turn around and like, you know.
People are saying Justine was evil, but the thing about that, you don't know that you're. Well, I guess you do know that you're Justine.
An Amnesia?
Spoilers and whatever.
That was like a
Amnesia,
DLC for an existing game. I don't.
It's not even a DLC. It's a promo piece for Portal 2. If you play the game and unlock all the secrets, it's basically a hey, by the way, Portal 2, guys, that's a thing.
Was it really? I never played Amnesia,
Yeah.
Justine.
If you get to the end, it's basically I mean, it's okay, but you aren't inherently evil. If anything, you can try to save the people. So that doesn't make you an evil character. That makes you you have choices, and the choices you make, maybe you're the evil one.
Yeah.
But this character doesn't necessarily have to be evil.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, all I want are a good variety of well-developed characters. Yeah? And that is across the board.
And they
Not
got a
just-
nice ass.
That is not what I mean. At the end of the day, if I want to look at nice arses, there are many places on the internet where I can find that, which do not require me to play a video game to get that. That's what I really don't understand about it. It's like, let's put some eye candy in there. It's like, fuck, there's so much. It's like you could get bored of that stuff. There's so much on the internet. It's insane. I don't get that. But I guess. Sorry.
They say the best way to write a villain is to make them think what they're doing is the right thing.
Exactly, and that's actually one of the things I really, really loved. And for people who saw me play StarCraft 2, that really pissed me off, is that Minx was this great character who thought he was doing exactly what he needed to do in order to get stuff done. And then they were like, by the way, there's a bigger evil than him, so screw that guy. It's like, no! He was a perfectly good bad guy. You don't need to always have a devil character who's like, I'm going to destroy the galaxy. No! Being a guy who just wants to be in charge of an empire, that's a lot to work with.
That's
you
a
don't
good
always
story.
have to go over the top.
Yeah, you don't have to go universe destruction as to make people say, oh, that's a great antagonist. No. Like, the Void or whatever it is the antagonist is in StarCraft 2 is dreadful in comparison to Menks just being evil.
Fantastic. And and they sort of pushed him off to the side in that second game, and it infuriated me. And it's that kind of thing that I'm like, though you're right, those are the best bad guys. The bad guys who, I've always said this, and I think a lot of writers will agree, that in movies especially, it's only as good as your bad guy.
Yeah.
Whoever the bad guy sets the tone. If the bad guy isn't good, the hero has nothing to work for. And so that's why, the antagonist, the one fighting against the bad guy, whoever that is, has to be the best he or she can be, or else the hero has nothing to fight against, and you have no stake in what the hero's doing. And
Hero can be as vanilla as hell, really, can't they? Really, as long as they got a good villain.
But
most of the time, the hero is supposed to be the watcher, the person watching or interacting. So the bad guy's the key player in all of it. The antagonist, the one who you're struggling against, and it kills me when that is done poorly, and it kills me even more when they try to do it like, oh, by the way, you were the bad guy the entire time. Like, good. Then make me feel that way. Yeah. I don't know.
Because then it just doesn't go through, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I think it's good that people can feel bad about some of the stuff they've done in GTA. The problem is that, like, you tie that into all the other stuff that GTA is about. It's like, hey, I'm going to drive at 200 miles an hour through a crowd of people, and this is fun because everyone's flying everywhere. That it just doesn't work that well together, in my opinion.
My brother was playing it for the first time the other day, and he got incredible satisfaction out of stopping the car every time he saw a homeless person and punching them and then driving off.
You know what? I agree with Ghost Bear. Ghost Bear, I agree with you. We need a female Hans Gruber. Hans Gruber, one of my favorite villains of all time. We need a female version. Get on that, Hollywood. I would watch that. Laying on a beach, earning 20%. Best villain ever. That's all he wanted. He just wanted to be rich. He just want to have money. That's it. That's a good villain. That's a good villain. Agreed. Get on it. See? And put her in a business suit. I'd be fine with it. She could be evil. Why is that so bad? You know who? See man, drives me crazy. Drives me crazy.
What
There's
about
so
Anna
many.
from Tekken as well?
Again, fighting game characters, you know?
yeah.
I mean, they're never well enough developed from a story standpoint. They're basically a paragraph to justify
Well, they got things
their...
like they bulk them out with sort of anime series and books and
Sometimes.
comics and stuff. Yeah,
But it's... I don't know. It's hard to take it's hard to take just a fighting game character in general seriously as kind of a well-developed persona, because I feel it's just like they knock together an archetype to justify the kind of character they want to make, and then they put it in the game, which is not the way, you know.
It is, yeah. I honestly can't think. I'm racking my brain.
There flat out
trying
isn't
to
one.
think
Again,
of a
Blood
female
Rain I think is the
character
closest,
villain.
and even then you can kind of justify it to some degree. I know. I think we have playing the bad guy in a game in general isn't all that common unless it's a choice thing. Yeah, playing a game where you are straight up the bad guy, it does happen. You know, God of War, you are the bad guy. There's no question about that. Certainly past God of War 1. You know, this guy is a lunatic. You know, accidentally kills his family, takes it out on the entire fucking planet. This guy is a jackass. You know, there's no question about that.
At the end of the third one, you're like, what? Shut up. Shut up. This has gone too far. It's like, developers, you've gone too far. You've taken it to the nth degree. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah. And the only way they get away with it is because most of the time they have you fighting mythical creatures, so you don't really care. If you were fighting, like, innocent human beings, that game would probably make you feel pretty uncomfortable. But that's okay. I want games to make you feel uncomfortable sometimes. I really do, because I think that watching something like Breaking Bad is a prime example, and I don't want to obviously put out any spoilers, especially since I'm like not all the way through it yet. But
where
am I up to? I'm like season 3.
Oh,
the last 3 episodes have been amazing.
So I've been told. But the
amazing.
thing about Breaking Bad is that the main character is someone that I feel like as you're going through the series, you're blatantly going to wrestle with whether or not you're rooting for him or not. That seems like the idea.
Here's the perfect example. My parents just last year started watching it. So they watched all the seasons up until now, and they're catching up with the stuff. And so we were in the car talking about, because they were here during one of the episodes that was after something major happened. So they were blown away by it. But we were having a conversation, and my mom was talking about how she's like, Walter White is just he's a bad man. And my dad's like, no, he's not. Like, and for the exact same reason, they had different opinions on this character. And I think that's a good bad guy lead character. When my dad can say, oh, well, obviously he is doing it all for his family. And you know, this is because life sucks. So he's doing the best he can. My mom's like, no, he's a horrible person. He's done horrible things to people. My dad's like, well, he's justified in doing some of those things because he's trying to protect his family. Those two reasons make a great villain character. I think that's why it works so well in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, the torture scene from GTA. God, yeah, play Spec Ops, the scene that I'm talking about, and then tell me the torture scene from GTA is somehow impactful. It's not. I'm sorry. And this is the point. In GTA, I run over hundreds of people, and then you expect me to balk at a torture scene? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm a mass murderer. I don't care about a torture scene. You just had me kill hundreds of people.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I was going to say... That's one of the real big problems I have with GTA. It's like, especially when they try and push the narrative on, it's like, take this seriously. Like, no, I can't, because the rest of the game told me not to.
Oh, by the way, you did ask me what I was playing about it earlier. I haven't come across any prostitutes in the game yet. I don't know if there are any or not, but
interesting.
I think maybe they got fed up with that joke all the time.
Maybe,
you know,
yeah. I mean,
yeah, I haven't come across any. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't any, but I haven't seen any myself.
Yeah.
So maybe anybody in the comments can say if they've come across a prostitute in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
That was too obvious. So, guys, have you come across a prostitute lately? Oh, jeez. All right, well, I guess that kind of wraps that topic then, I guess. There's not a lot to go over. Before I go to a break, I would like to talk about the article. I know it's a year old, but the whole fucking process, I think, is so relevant, considering what's happened with Rome Total War 2. And it was the idea that Creative Assembly very specifically builds their games for Metacritic. Yeah? Aiming at a 90% rating, and are more than willing to cut features that are like 90% done because they don't believe that they'll score very well.
The old Peter Molyneux technique.
Yeah, I guess so.
So when I read this article, one of the things that I was curious about, and I'm sure you have a much more in-depth opinion on this, or know more than I do, but it was saying that they take what the players write about, what they focus on, and what the reviewers focus on, and try to hit all the things they focus on more than anything else. Like, that's pretty much what they're going for?
Yeah, basically they're ticking boxes. Yeah, and they want a solid Metacritic score, so they put in features and they design the experience in such a way that it'll score highly. And this has evidently worked for them in the past, because Empire Total War has an average meta of 90%, which, if anyone has played Empire Total War, knows is blatantly not right. Yeah, it's bollocks. There's no way. Empire on launch was awful. Absolutely dreadful. There's no way that it deserved
Buggy,
that.
you mean?
Yeah, horribly buggy. There's some good examples, actually, that were given by some guys in the subreddit about Empire Total War. The one example that I have is when I played it originally, England was invincible because the AI didn't know how to invade over water. They would never do it. So you could not be invaded at all if you played England, which was hilarious. I mean, not to mention like the performance problems that game had, but there were other stuff. Like, let's see. Cannons were unusable for like a year and a half. The best fortress to have in the game was the tiniest fortress. Yeah, because you had less area to defend, meaning more troops in closer proximity, leaving fewer gaps for enemies to expose. The fortress cannons basically didn't work for a year and a half, so there was no point in upgrading your fortress because it would actually make you worse at the game. Those were some examples of it.
Why couldn't they find this out through playtesting? I mean, it's pretty obvious stuff.
I don't know what it is about playtesting when it comes to Empire, because I'm sorry, it's just... You would have noticed that shit. If anyone had played England, it was like, why am I not dying? And it makes me wonder if the PlayStation was just like, I'm so good at this game, yay! It's like, no, you're not.
We are British, we never lose.
Yeah, the AI is just dumb. And I find the attitude of designing a game for Metacritic to be abhorrent. Because you basically get rid of your creative freedom, you toss away your creative integrity to tick boxes. And to try and get certain reactions out of people. It's dishonest, and it encourages dishonest practice.
So turning it into the big actually fries of RCS games.
No, it's really interesting because as TB started mentioning at the beginning, things that are 90% done, they're like, let's just scrap that right now. And the article said something along the lines of like, well, we hope that they'll understand it's for the greater good. I was like, if I worked so long on something that I was really passionate about, and you scrapped it for the greater good, I would be pissed.
That's pretty funny, because they justified it by saying, well, nothing gives everyone like satisfaction like getting a well-reviewed game that sells 2 million copies. Like, right, okay. And I wonder how well that attitude served them with Rome, which is their worst reviewed Total War title ever. Ever. It was reviewed as badly as Alexander, which it was an expansion for Rome, which was a shitty expansion, quite frankly. And it came out with the most marketing, the most hype behind it, and it's a fucking mess.
Well, and now you know why Sega bought Atlas. Really, can't you?
It's a mess. So this is what the attitude has given you. This is you have very much reaped what you have sown. You sowed the seeds of a terrible game that was not designed through passion and creativity and doing stuff that the fans actually wanted and really were after from this series and allowed the series to move forward. You did something that allowed you to tick boxes, and some people were taken in by it. That basically, from an objective standpoint, this game is awful on launch. Yeah, objectively, that you can't even argue because it's super broken in many ways. The AI is just horrible, and yet we've got 100% from the Digital Fix, 90% from God is a Geek, 90% from Hardcore Gamer Magazine, 85% from EGM, 80% from GameSpot, and on and on and on. And of the reviews, 43 of them are positive, so that's above about 75, 8 mixed and 5 negative. You fooled a lot of fucking people. You did. You did well. You fooled so many, evidently, with this method. And now it's coming back to bite you in the arse.
How did something that's a step back from the prequel be voted higher? I mean, surely people could smell that a mile off.
You'd think so, but at the end of the day, they designed it in such a way that reviewers that weren't doing their job properly wouldn't notice. A reviewer's not going to play 100 hours of Rome to get a judgment, yeah? Maybe they play about 20. So if their first 20-hour experience is fine, then they give it, like, a high rating, and then they never go back to it. It was the same problem with SimCity. Yeah, SimCity had really good reviews at the start, and I'm going to be honest, I was taken in by it in the beta as well. I was taken in. My wife wasn't, because she played more than me. She played like 3 times what I did, and I had her on that video because I was like, oh, this is so great and so amazing. And then she provided the counterpoint by saying, well, actually, if you play like another 20 hours of it, it's not. And here's why. And it was exactly the same problem. SimCity as an experience is designed for the first 20 hours, and past that, the whole thing falls to pieces. And is obviously not good.
It's actually something, for a while after SimCity came out, I played it and joined a bunch of, like, you know, those maps where you could have many different cities.
Yeah.
And over time, as you continue to play, cities would just be abandoned. And the reason why, and it was a fundamental thing that happened all the time, is even if you took it really, really slow, and you progressed slowly, and you planned everything, at some point, you'd still reach I'm at capacity, I need to build X, but I have no room to build it, so I have to tear down Y. But the problem is, if I do that, I ruin everything else. Yeah. And so it just became too crazy, and so people, rather than being like, well, I'm going to figure this out, would just abandon their towns. And so the game community just fluctuated wildly, and nothing ever got done. I never joined a town that managed to, or a region that managed to build one of those region-wide things, because people would just leave, and no one cared. It was a poorly planned game system. It was quite bad. And you're right. I think that you and I, and Larry, I'm sure maybe you have this as well. You are constantly bombarded with, like, try this game, play this game, it's a new game just came out. And so everyone who's reviewing games, so it's their job to review games, they don't have time to play games all the way through all the time. And so they play little bits of it here and there, or they give it to someone else, or they have multiple people. But still, even if you are outsourcing the review to other people, so many games are coming at you that you have to get them out like this. And the problem is that people don't have time, especially big magazines, to play all the game. And so TB's right. They'll play 20, 45, 2 hours max maybe, and write a review on that. And that's a problem, because that's how they can scam the system, really.
Well, that's why you really need reviewers' expertise in just those sort of games, that they can put the hours in, instead of just shoving them everything under their nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can relate. Obviously, I do first impressions, but I've never said my stuff is reviews because I never finish the games. The thing is that I've come to the conclusion, and I know over the past few years, there are plenty of reviewers that play about as much of a game as I do, but call it a review and slap a score on it. And I'll say, look, guys, you know, use other things as a reference, because this is just my experience of the first few hours of it. But what saddens me is that that's apparently just as good as what a lot of people have been doing for years.
I've spoken to a couple of other reviewers, and they've actually reviewed a game just from reading the back of the box in the past, just to get it out of the way, because only like half a day to review it and get all the footage and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, there's so many games coming out, and it's not like you could watch 10 movies in a day, but good luck playing 10 games in a day, you know? They're getting longer. You know, games are fucking long. Not to mention that you have multiplayer with progression, and the problems may only become apparent 30 hours in. It's a fucking nightmare.
Well, maybe if publishers gave you a certain level character to begin with.
Sometimes they do. Yeah, I mean, I've had characters leveled up for me so that I can look at the later game. The problem is you then, especially with free-to-play, for instance, you don't get the experience of getting there, which means that you're not able to report on whether or not you're going to hit a fucking massive brick wall, which can happen, that maybe you can only pass by paying money or something like that. So that can be problematic as well, even if you skip forward with free-to-play games. I try and play them properly to some degree to see if I can get to a certain point, see if there's a problem with the monetization system, and then I'll use a booster or whatever to get past what I need to do. But I don't know, it's...
Same thing applies with MMOs, which I think is really...
MMOs are the worst.
I mean, that's my thing. When people ask me, like, you know, about Elder Scrolls or Final Fantasy XIV, I cannot tell you a damn thing till I see what happens at the end of the game. And people are like, would you recommend... I know you've been to the betas for those, and you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. I can't tell you if it's good or not until you get to endgame and you experience it for, like, a month at endgame. Because that's where it's at. Everything leading up to that, it can be as great as Star Wars The Old Republic and end up as shitty as Star Wars The Old Republic. I mean, that's where it stands. And so that's just another example. Like, MMO reviews, never trust that shit. Never trust it. And I got a feeling that a lot of people do the exact same thing. Like, I'm going to play 2 hours, get the gist, and all right, here's my review. And that way, gaming companies can say, all right, first 2 hours, make it fantastic. And you notice there's a lot of that lately, where the first couple hours of a game are fantastic. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wait, what? Like, 12 hours
honeymoon
in?
period, they call it.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I feel
well,
like
again, used to
and that
trick
makes more
some
and more.
reviewers at the end of the day, and used to not only that, but also to generate word of mouth. Because on day one, when the guys that pre-ordered, who are morons for pre-ordering, but anyway, the guys that pre-ordered say, "Oh, guys, it's so amazing! I'm like 2 hours in, it's incredible. You should get it." And then it's like, "Okay, cool. Someone took the dip for me. I'm gonna buy it now." And then like he then runs on. It's like 5 hours later. Oh. So yeah, front-loading the good stuff makes sense from all perspectives, not just from a review standpoint.
And I mean, it's true. That's how you hook people in anything. If the beginning isn't good, no one's going to watch the rest of it. Mm-hmm. And so it makes sense, but I feel like the front loading has gotten a little excessive because people know that there are only so many hours in a day. And so that's how they can easily scam you, which is sad, but
well, yeah,
whatever.
Time is money as well as a reviewer.
Very much so, especially when it involves YouTube. It's like we got to get paid at the end of the day because otherwise we can't pay rent. So time is very valuable.
Oh yeah, it's about getting it out there first, and if the sooner you get it out, the more views you get. And it's something that you notice all the time. Like really great guy, Rad Brad. He does Let's Plays that are just like doesn't really say much and just plays the games immediately when they're out. The videos go out like that. And he does it in a way that the first couple videos are like 1 million views, but after that it drops off. And the reason why he gets those big videos right off the bat is because his are out, if not an hour after the game's released, before the game's released. And so people are like, I want to see footage of this game, and are on it. And that's what YouTube's about. It's about getting it out as fast as possible. If that's your business, if your business is beating other people to the punch, that's why people do it.
My most viewed videos are the ones I've got out before launch.
Yep, well. Ditto. Same thing. You know, if you look at stuff like my Far Cry 3 video, massive video for me. I think it's at 1 million now. Then we look at even like Saints Row 4, because I managed to get that out on embargo day. That for me was like a 500,000 view video in like a month, which is, you know, it'll probably be at about 1 million by the end of it. Yeah, just past 500,000. That was 1 month ago. So in a year, it'll probably be past 1 million and things like that. You were talking about the Rad Brad walkthrough part 1, Rad Brad, 1 month ago, 1.6 million views.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I think it's really interesting because it also shows you trends on YouTube. I love his channel because I can see the trends and what people like to watch just by watching his channel.
And his final video is here. This is great. 1.6 million. Final video, 194,000. So, you know, there's it. There it is. Right there.
It shows you exactly how long people are willing to watch. Like, his channel is like a microcosm of YouTube. It's great to watch his trends because the sooner you get it out and then the longer you progress, like something goes, it shows that people are less and less interested.
Oh man, there's a big dip in the middle of it as well.
It's like the same thing in the porn industry.
It's funny actually because like it goes even lower than that. If you look at his part 40, which happened to come up in this search term, 119,000 views. That was 2 weeks ago. So his ending obviously got a bit of a spike because people want to see the end. But then, for the most part, people don't give a shit, you know, past the first few episodes. But that's fine. You can do that. You can, because you make more money on the first video versus like 20 others, and that's fine. That you can run a business that way. And you know, this just doesn't just apply to YouTube, and it comes down to reviews as well, because they're after that launch day traffic, they're after that embargo traffic, and if they can crack a deal which lets them get it out earlier than anyone else, they fucking will. IGN is notorious for that. They will happily give all sorts of coverage, preferential coverage, to get their review out earlier. They will do whatever, which to me compromises the very integrity of it. You know, because there's no way that review's coming out early and it's going to be a bad review. Not after you've basically said, we'll give you a week of coverage prior to this review coming out. There's no way you're then going to give it a 6, are you?
So it's kind of Lynch thing again all over again. Then.
Pretty much.
The thing that I think is interesting is then to prove that thought process is wrong, you have someone like Angry Joe who might take 5-6 weeks to get his video out, but when it comes out, 1 million views. It's about doing it right. And people miss that. because they're just dummies.
Well, I think eventually it will go to that point. People will stop looking at reviews and things like and previews from people that they don't trust. And if they trust Angry Joe's opinion, then they will wait. And that's good. Like, wouldn't it be so amazing if next biggest AAA game comes out, the pre-order thing goes up, and nobody pre-orders it? It's like, we're gonna wait for an opinion we trust before you give you our money. Wow, the games industry would change over fucking night. It would be incredible. That's, of course, not gonna happen, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, then you see GTA had 800 million before the game even launched. And then you're like, yeah, no, they're not gonna change.
No, they're not. They are not. This will be a good time to take a break, I think. When we come back, we'll round up the releases. We will watch the Marlow Briggs trailer, because we said we would. We promised the Marlow Briggs trailer. Yep. You're watching the Co-optional Podcast. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Co-optional Podcast. The final, say, 30 minutes, since we actually overran quite significantly on that section. It was cool. We covered, like, 2 news articles total, but we had a good discussion, so I enjoyed it.
A lot of people were mad we didn't bring up Steam OS.
There's nothing to say. It's like,
we don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't. Like, what I want to see from Steam OS and from Valve just in general is for them to tell us who exactly these AAAs are that they claim they have on board. Like, tell me that. If you actually had that information, that would be great. If you turn around and tell me, yeah, we got Activision, we got EA, we got Ubisoft, we got Take-Two on there, you tell me that, and suddenly I'm excited. But again, the proof of the pudding is in the eating when it comes to something like SteamOS. Like, it's an interesting idea, but until I get to use it, I don't really have much to say on the matter.
Right. You know? I was hoping they'd talk about the Valve box, personally, but...
Yeah, they haven't done that yet. That's probably going to be tomorrow, by the sounds of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're doing like a 48-hour delay between each announcement, so it's most likely...
And then announcement number 3?
Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3.
Won't be Half-Life 3.
All it can be.
Pretty much guarantee it won't be Half-Life 3.
All right, I want to say this is something that I thought was really genius. Big shout out to the Warp Zone guys for actually... I'm sure they didn't come up with this, but if they did, they're geniuses. Half-Life 3 you can only get with Steam OS. Like, that's the only way to get it. That's how they sell their stuff.
That's the second generation of dickery that they started with the original Steam. Remember when you couldn't play Counter-Strike until you downloaded Steam? That's the same fucking principle.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what they're going to be. It's going to be like, oh yeah, Half-Life 3, if you get Steam OS. That's what I'm telling you.
They would take a lot of flack for that, I've got to say. Even though SteamOS is free, it's still like, oh, install another operating system just to play this game. But you know what? You know what I'll do in that? I'm going to see millions of people willingly do it. And then I'm going to turn around and say, weren't you the same people that said you wouldn't install Origin to play Battlefield? Because I'm pretty sure you're a bunch of hypocrites.
Well, Microsoft done that as well, where made people install Vista to play Halo 2.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Bad. It's a lot of nonsense with that.
That would be a total dick move, but it would move their product. And that's what it's about in the end. So,
well, I mean, what will move the product is superior performance. That's it. Like, I can dual boot. Anyone can dual boot. It's very easy now. It didn't used to be. It used to be a pain in the ass, but now Windows is like, okay, you can install another OS and we won't flip a shit. But it's now a situation where if I want to use SteamOS, I'll just put it on a separate drive and go. That's it. Just go. And I'm fine with that. I will probably dual boot SteamOS as soon as it's available. Why wouldn't I?
Is it free?
Yes, it's going to be free.
Oh, sorry, that's right.
Yeah, doesn't cost anything. So I will happily use that. And if it gets me extra performance in games, great. And then I'll use my Windows for stuff like Adobe Premiere, because that won't run on SteamOS. But if I can game and capture at a higher frame rate on another operating system, fuck yeah, I'll do it in a heartbeat. You kidding me? You know, you don't have to choose between OS anymore. You can install as many as you fucking want, as long as you got enough hard drives. It's easy. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I gotta say on SteamOS. So we'll see where it goes. Okay, we should look at a few trailers, and since
good.
Yeah, there's a Killer Instinct one. We were talking... We actually didn't mention Killer Instinct at all later on. What was I talking about? I was thinking of Rampage instead, and then I got confused. Okay, Killer Instinct. So there's a new trailer showing off a couple of new characters, so let's take a look. So, there you go, folks. A little bit of Killer Instinct showing off a couple of characters, which of course included Orchid towards the end there. They like to do those little reveals at the end now. That seems to be their thing when it comes to showing off characters. Yeah, pretty much.
Anyone who is impressed by that, I just want to remind you.
It looks like Mortal Kombat 9 to me, to be honest.
At EVO, they brought this game out, had guys play it, and it was right before like big matches, and it was like, oh, this is prime real estate. And everyone in the audience there got so bored within the first match that when they kept playing more, they're like, hey, we're going to try another round of Killer Instinct for you, that people started to boo. Like, it's the same weird noises they make over and over. I mean,
it was even in that trailer, like every time I can't remember the name of that character she was beating on, but it's the same yelping sounds over and over again. I actually don't want to beat up a dog. What was it?
Saberwolf.
Saberwolf, yeah, of course. Why I don't remember much about Killer Instinct. I'm sorry, it wasn't that memorable for me.
Well, it's his character. Always in rare games, Saberwolf.
Yeah,
but like it's
same
the same
yelps
sounds over and over again.
Yeah,
same yelps, same effects. Even when you do something amazing, it's still like there's effects become repetitive, it was two guys playing who knew what they were doing, but it was like visually just boring to watch. And I don't know how it's gonna appeal to people. See if people buy into it. But from what I saw of the game, people were very much like, "Oh yeah, great." Next,
yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much my feelings. It's not being developed by a company that has a good pedigree. In fact, quite the opposite. We're talking about the company that made Green Lantern. We're talking about the company that made Battleship and other terrible video games. Double Helixes, I don't think, made anything good ever.
Why isn't Rare making the game? That's what I want to know. I mean, they've got.
Wasn't there like a really messed up story about that where they didn't even contact? Yeah. No, I think they didn't even contact Rare. Wasn't there something? I remember reading an article where like Rare found out they were making the game and weren't contacted. Like someone like they didn't even know it was going to happen until they saw like, oh, by the way, Killer Instinct's being made. They were like, what? Like, oh man, I need to find that article because it is hilarious. It's like, of course.
Rare have been wanting to make it for years. I mean, there's even an Easter egg in the last Banjo-Kazooie game that there's a.
Rare's pretty dead though, aren't they? Like, I'm sure that most of the staff left there. They're basically the shell of a company at this point.
Well, they just make those shitty Wii Sports rip-offs now, don't they, for Connect that nobody ever wants.
Yeah.
So,
they're not the same Rare that they once were, so I don't know if you'd even want Rare, as it were, to actually deliver that game.
Star Fox Adventure's the last game they made that had the original team.
Yeah, and that wasn't that great.
Nope.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not hyped for Killer Instinct. I'm going to be honest. I'm not. Not with that developer, and not from what I've currently seen.
The world's most generous demo, they're calling it as well.
Oh yeah, don't get me started with the model is silly. I don't know. It's not silly. It's just the way that they're doing it is. I don't mind the whole pay-as-you-go idea. I think it's a good one. I don't mind the idea of, just buy the characters you like. The problem is if you do that, it's going to cost you way more than it otherwise would. And $5 a character to me is completely unreasonable.
And that's not including costumes from them as well.
Yeah, no, it's not including costumes.
They're doing like a retro pack as well, they've announced.
Jesus. Yeah, so that's that. Shall I play the Marlo Briggs trailer?
Hell yes.
Marlo Briggs trailer coming in right now.
Do it.
I already have
Best
it
thing you've ever
downloaded.
seen. Coming in. Here we go.
Rated M for mature.
An ancient evil rises and threatens the world.
A demonstration is in order.
There's only one man who can stop it.
And you are?
Marlo Briggs. What's the plan?
If it moves, shoot it.
That's rock.
Fighting him will only make him stronger. Hurting him will only make him tougher. Killing him
Kill the boyfriend.
will only piss him off.
Rise, sacred warrior.
Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death.
There you go, folks. Marlo Briggs and the Mask of Death, which is currently out right now on PC. I've actually done a video
downloaded.
of it.
I'm so excited.
It is best terrible video game I've played in a long time.
Basically, what they did is they said, what if we take the weapon and gameplay of Dante's Inferno and then just put Terry Crews as the main character? I feel like that's what they did, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think it's great. I want more of that. And the fact that the name implies, and the Mask of Death means there's probably a sequel, like Terry Crews and the happy-go-lucky party time. I want it.
Oh, if that became some goddamn ridiculous franchise, I would be very happy with that. Each one more stupid than the last. Marlo Briggs in space. It would be brilliant. The Mask of Death, by the way, is an actual character in that game that accompanies you like a little sidekick. And it's this, I believe it's Mayan, because I didn't know anything about the Mayans. Like, we were never taught about that in school, Larry, were we? Like the Mayans? No. We were taught about the Aztecs. We learned a lot about the Aztecs, but we learned nothing about the Mayans. It's a bit like, why don't you know this god of the Mayans? Like, because we were never taught about that in the UK.
Wait, who is the god? Is it Quetzalcoatl?
I believe so.
Is it Tecticlon?
Something like that, yeah. But the Mayans, no. Aztecs,
I am a Mayan
yes.
expert.
Definitely, we learned a lot about the Aztecs, but never about the Mayans. Anyway, this mask is a Mayan mask, and it makes all sorts of wisecracks, and it constantly talks about things from the perspective of being from the Mayan era. So it's talking about helicopters as flying winged beasts of death and things like that.
Like the mask from Crash Bandicoot, then.
I guess so. Yeah, it's great. It's really good. So I don't know. It's a terrible video game. Like everything about it is average, but it doesn't take itself seriously in any way, so it gets away with it. So and it's $15.
About average is just the right game for me.
Yeah, pretty much. It's fun. I will happily admit it's fun, but it's still a terrible video game.
I used to work for the subsidiary for 505 Games.
Oh, really?
Yes, they had a gaming channel on telly over here, and I used to present a live show on it. Yeah.
What was the name?
Game Network.
Oh, Game Network. All right.
Yes. Were you in Britain around 2004?
I was, but I never really watched telly.
Sky.
It was on Sky. Yeah, I've never at any point in my life owned Sky.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
It was a live phone-in show, and people would ring up asking for cheats, and I just looked on GameFAQs for a minute. That's literally what it was.
Was it like £2 a minute to phone in?
A pound of text.
Pound of text. That's it.
A pound for me to look up my phone.
Oh, this is genius.
It's bloody good money. It was £20 an hour. So
not bad. I'd take that job. At that point, I was still in uni at that point and making zero. But then after that, I was working in game where I got paid 5 times less than you. You bastard.
I got paid $3.50 when I worked in game.
I was on $5.20 an hour.
Oh, I'd have killed for that.
I was rocking it. I was living large with my 30% staff discount on used games.
Oh, I never got that.
You didn't?
Oh,
no. You got shafted in that one, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm being informed that it is, in fact, the serpent deity Kukulkan.
Kukulkan.
And Kukulkan is and this is what makes it the best. Kukulkan is the god who decides important historical figures. So Marlo Briggs, super important. I just want to let you guys know that. That is great.
Marlo Briggs.
Wow.
Marlo Briggs, motherfucker. If I make a playthrough, every other line's going to be motherfucker. Because he looks like a badass, and I want to play him so badly.
Yeah. I don't know. I think for some reason that game's going to be like the breakthrough cult hit of terrible this year that people just play because it's just so silly. And it is. It is. I got to admit. It's still a terrible video game, but holy shit. Is it silly and probably worth your time? Yes. Oh, man.
Excellent.
All right. Silly, and well, let's have a look at, we've got Kingdom Under Fire 2 here, actually, which is interesting, because the only Kingdom Under Fire that I really played was the old one, which was a blatant rip-off of Warcraft, and then it became a kind of Dynasty Warrior-style brawler for the Xbox.
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
Which was a really strange thing. Apparently they're doing the same thing with Kingdom Under Fire 2, so let's take a look at the trailer.
I don't know this game.
And it ends rather abruptly, as you can see. It is a good slice of gameplay from a 16-player co-op mode called Invasion. That actually kind of looks alright. It's coming out to PlayStation 3 and Windows at the moment. That's what we know about it. And it looks very 99 Nights-esque to me.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
That's good. I definitely like the Dynasty Warriors aspect of it, where it's very.
Oh, it's by the same company. It's by fucking Blue Side. Yeah. So they did do that. Okay.
No, I think it looks great. I don't like the repetitive sound, like you can hire.
It's one of the main reasons I don't actually play female characters in big hack and slash games, because the sounds tend to be very repetitive and they're very over exaggerated.
I'm going to say you always sound like they're having an orgasm as well. That's sort of annoys us. I can't stand these sort of Dynasty Warriors games. Oh, okay.
Don't know.
No, it's just go running in and spamming the shit out the square button, isn't it? Until everybody dies. I mean, there's no real skill involved, really.
Yeah, but that's why Jesse likes it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's why I was so good at RPGs back in the day. Literally zero thought process. Like, all right, it's a plant, so if I do the biggest fire spell I have, he'll die faster. That's simple. That's right up my alley.
Has got giant enemy crabs in the game as well.
I did notice, yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpions, giant enemy scorpions.
It looks crab-like, but it looks like one of them was a scorpion, definitely. I do have a bit of a soft spot for games like that. 99 Nights, I think I got away with it because it was so over the top. Like, you were slashing through hundreds of enemies at once. It was insane. Like, Dynasty Warriors doesn't even come close to the absurdity of 99 Nights when it comes down to those kind of combos. And they were really fun to do. Like, I liked that game a lot. I don't know. Especially if it's coming out on PC, I'll probably do this. The problem is that we don't really know what it is right now. It was supposed to kind of be an MMO originally when it was announced in 2008, with some MMORTS stuff in it. And now we don't know what the fuck it is. But that was the latest piece of gameplay to come out, so I guess it's just a 99 Nights-esque or more Kingdom Under Fire Circle of Doom style game.
There seem to be quite a lot of stats on screen for something that would have been a straight-up arcade sort of fighting.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of games like that do have the RPG element of loot drops and character progression in there just to spice things up a little bit, which I'm totally fine with.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
it makes it less repetitive, really.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to say what the hell's going to be going on with that. Supposedly the closed beta began in 2011 for this, so I have no idea what's going on with it. But like, even Wikipedia has no idea. There's no official release date for it. It was supposed to be released in summer of this year, and now it's evidently not, so we don't know.
We'll never see this game. We'll never see this game.
Yeah, it does seem a bit late in the day for a PS3 release as well, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, you'd think you'd want to move it to PlayStation 4, but I wonder if that's even possible at this stage.
Although, I guess, what was it? Last Story was released to Wii, almost as Wii U came out. So,
well, there was a reason why it was called Last Story.
That is true.
To be fair, the Twilight, those three titles for the Wii, what was it? Xenoblade, Last Story, and some other thing. What was the last?
The tower one. Whatever where your girlfriend slowly became tentacle-faced. Yes, that one.
What was the name of that game?
I do not remember.
Pandora's Tower, yes.
There we go.
Yeah, those were like three decent games that came out towards the end of the Wii's lifespan. It's like, oh, if you only had those games 5 years ago, then I might have been interested, but...
Yeah, might have come
little late. Yeah. All right, well, that pretty much wraps us up, I think, for the trailers for the most part. Unless you want to have a look at the Final Fantasy 15 trailer. We do have
what? Do it.
You want to see that?
I want to see it. I want to see... Look, I love to hate Square. I want to
watch out for stereotypical Japanese snarky villain in hat. They always sound the same. Every time you will recognize that inflection. Like,
is it Steve Bloom?
It's not Steve Bloom, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
You'll recognize the inflection in the voice. Like, if you watch any anime or just play any games that have a Japanese voice set, it's that very specific kind of inflection. So let's take a look. There you go. Final Fantasy 15. I believe it was an extended version of the E3 trailer. There's a bit of extra stuff in there. Oh man, I mean, I gotta be honest. It definitely looks interesting. I want to play it.
It doesn't look like Final Fantasy anymore, though.
I think that trailer might be deceiving. I can't tell if it's a whole new combat system or an altered version of the Final Fantasy 12 combat system.
The real-time sort of auto-target MMO style one.
Yeah, I can't figure it out, but it really didn't show. There's a lot of pre-rendered stuff, so I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't
legit.
it? And the pre-rendered stuff, as usual, looks absolutely phenomenal. And it's like, wow, you spent a lot of money on that.
But I do love the fact that they were like, we need to include everyone in this. So get us an Assassin's Creed character, get us Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. You're right. We need like an evil trickster in a top hat.
Snarky hat guy is there. Yeah. It's like
if the main character guy with the black hair, if he only talks in ... they've got it covered.
Ellipses.
They've got it covered. Because I mean, they were like, include everyone that you can fit in this game. Go. I'm like, all right.
Or they need to try and sneak Sephiroth in there. Get the fanboys.
Oh, obviously he is an Easter egg. I don't know. I mean, I'm really excited for it. But this is how I get every time I see a new Final Fantasy game. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then I play it, I'm like, oh my god.
It looks more like something from Uncharted from the videos.
I'm very confused about the gameplay and the actual combat system involved in it, certainly.
Here's one thing I noticed, and it slightly worries me, but I guess we'll see when the game comes out. You're right, it has that Uncharted feel, but I don't know if that's if you're in like a little like special zone area, you have to get through it. Because one thing I didn't see is I saw no open world. Like, Final Fantasy has progressively gotten from you walk around the big world and you kill stuff in an open world to we're gonna get you set on a narrow path and this is how you do stuff.
So
and that has
a lot of people are just saying that it's a Kingdom Hearts 2 style combat system.
Oh,
which was real time for the most part, wasn't it?
I mean, I'm okay with that too. That'd be actually really fun.
I thought it was the team, some of the Kingdom Hearts guys actually working on it, if I recall correctly. So yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally fine with that. That I don't enjoy the Final Fantasy menu-based combat system. Yeah, that can go to hell. I played a lot of 12, and I actually kind of enjoyed it, honestly. But all the menu-based stuff, attack, and just doing that over and over again, it gets incredibly dull.
Makes you wonder how much of those scenes you can actually play as well, and they're not just pre-rendered between each fight as well.
Yeah, because I mean, there's some impressive stuff there, and I'm just like, how much of that is really gameplay?
But with that said, one of the things I did enjoy about 13, and it's very few things, but one of the things I did enjoy was that all the pre-rendered stuff flowed seamlessly into the not pre-rendered stuff to the point where it was sometimes hard to notice. And like there's a fight scene early on where like snow comes through and ice is like exploding everywhere, and he shows up and this fight starts immediately, and there's like a weird black load time. He lands and it's like, let's do this shit. And I was like, we need more of that. I'm okay with that stuff. So if that's in the game, good on
like Star Ocean's combat, fuck yes, I'd be all over
that. Is it
that.
just like an interactive movie though? Is it becoming?
Yeah, well, that's a concern, isn't it? But I mean, that's always been, I wouldn't say always for Final Fantasy stuff, but a lot of Final Fantasy stuff it's a very linear game. It's always been a fairly linear game. The problem is 13 took the linearity to such an absurd degree, kind of getting rid of towns and the overworld and the ability to travel around in airships and things like that. It's
I think that's the key, is that 13, and I think you're right, most RPGs are very linear, but they give you the illusion that you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it's that illusion that I love. I like the idea that I can feel like Ni no Kuni made me feel like I could go anywhere and do anything, but it's really linear. Like you're on a set path, yet there's an overworld, so you can go here and walk over here and fight these guys here. And it's that kind of thing that I miss. And 13 killed it for me because it simplified it so much that you didn't feel like there was a challenge, and you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's like driving down a motorway to a particular destination, and there's parts of the motorway where it's like 2 lanes, and then there's parts of it that are like 6. That's a Final Fantasy game, you know. It starts like that, it widens, but you're still going to the same place. It just, there are parts which are super linear, there are parts that give you a little bit more freedom to move around, but they're still linear. That's the way those games work, and I'm fine with that.
And you got to pay a toll.
Sometimes you have to pay a toll, especially if you want the ending. You bastards. Oh man. Yeah, so that's that. It looks interesting.
And a release date? So.
I don't believe so yet. Well, I will double check, but I'm pretty...
Oh, 15? We won't see that for a while, because we still have Lightning Returns, which is a big thing.
Yeah.
And so that'll be.
There's definitely no release date on this yet. Yeah. But the thing is, it's been in development for a while because it used to be Versus 13. That's what it used to be, and now it's 15. So who the hell knows?
If I remember my Final Fantasy releases, big game releases, weren't they always more towards the end of the year? Like always October, November, December. I feel like I would expect it either next October, November, December, or the October, November, December after that.
I'm honestly not certain. I couldn't tell you.
Well, are they going to put out Kingdom Hearts 3 before as well? I mean, I don't want to.
I don't think they're going to put that out before this. Apparently,
no way.
This team was working on this game for ages, which is why there's no Kingdom Hearts 3 yet. So that's probably not coming out yet. Apparently, the development on that has now begun, but it's nowhere near finished.
Oh, when that game comes out, I don't know. I may just disappear until I beat it, and then come back and be like, why did they introduce characters? I don't know who these people are. And then people are like, you should have played 3DS. And I'll be like, go to hell.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be quite interesting because since 2, they've bought like LucasArts and stuff like that.
Oh, Star Wars characters and things like that can be in it.
I've said this and I want this so badly. There needs to be a fight. And it can be a special unlockable fight like they did when you had you and Cloud and you fought Sephiroth. That's fine. They need a fight that is you, Luke Skywalker, Cloud, and let's say, I don't know, it can be anyone else, doesn't really matter, versus like Darth Vader and Sephiroth and like Ansem or whatever. Just one fight. That would be mind-blowing.
They will.
That is just super fandom altogether.
Fuck, if they can put Darth Vader in Soul Calibur, they can put it in Kingdom Hearts, and Jesus.
I'm not going to have stuff like Kermit versus Yoda.
Amazing.
Kermit versus Yoda.
Yeah.
That's the end of video games right there.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that pretty much kind of wraps things up, I think. I don't think there's much else to discuss. We could briefly go through the releases.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the transfer fees things, the upgrades.
Oh, that thing? I don't know. Do you have a specific opinion on it?
Yes, I think it's bullshit.
Okay,
because
what's that?
when you buy a video game, you don't actually buy the game, you buy the license.
Mm-hmm.
The thing you get it on is actually free, so technically you could have all formats for free because you're paying for the license of the game.
Yeah,
and not
you could.
The disc.
They're blatantly not going to let you.
No, of course not, but that's what you're buying. You're not buying the game, you're buying the license to play the game.
So in theory, you believe you should be allowed the license on whatever machine you want to play it on?
Yes, you're buying the license to play the game, so why can't you play it on any format you wish?
Don't disagree. I think that would be fantastic, especially as a PC user. That would be ideal for, say, GTA 5, for instance. But there's no way in a million fucking years they're going to do that.
No. I know, and also the fact if you ever scratch a disc or something, you can just send it back for free, as well. But no, you got to pay for that as well.
Yeah,
they're just horrible things. And also the fact, in America it's $10 to upgrade. It's £10 over here.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's
$16.
That's bullshit. That makes no sense at all. It's the same fucking bandwidth.
Yeah, I love the fact how they convert dollars into pounds as well. It's like 1 for 1.
Yeah, well,
we don't know any
Steam,
better,
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're just evil. It even corrupts Americans. You're sick.
That's why we're on top, mister. That's why we're number one. That's why we're number one. We're coming for your world.
Stop that silliness. Stop that being silly now.
Down with that sort of thing.
Yes, we're being far too silly.
Oh my. I guess we'll do a quick roundup of the releases before we sign off. Let's do that. There's not a huge amount of great stuff coming out this week, but I think the game that a lot of people are looking at right now is Scribblenauts Unmasked, a DC Comics adventure coming to Wii U, PC, and 3DS. That is out today. Be playing that quite soon. It's on PC, which is awesome. We don't have to wait a million bloody years for the release. And apparently it's out across Europe as well, so you don't have to wait. I think it was like a few months you had to wait in Europe to get that game.
Still not out on disc.
Still not out on disc.
Yeah,
but is it out on Steam in Europe?
I don't know, but on the Wii U you can't download it and you can't buy it on disc.
Interesting. Yeah, they were promising a simultaneous release. I don't know if they're... I'm not sure what they're doing with that.
Oh, yes.
I know that... Yeah, apparently it is. So people are saying it, yeah. So that's good. Because the last one, it took like 6 months for them to release it in EU, which is stupid.
Yes.
Okay.
Good old Nintendo. Took them 23... How was it? 19 years to release Earthbound over here.
Yeah, don't get me started on that one. We got Armored Core Verdict Day, which is an expansion to Armored Core 5. That's on PS3 and Xbox. Also out today, Valhalla Knights 3 on Vita. Huh, interesting. I wonder if that's any good. Valhalla Knights is not known as the best series ever, I've got to say, so I'm not holding out too much hope for it.
I was about to say, your interest seemed strange. You're like, huh? I was like, really? Okay.
It's an RPG for Vita that might be okay. So just saying.
They're trying to capitalize on the PSP was fantastic for RPGs, but they sort of missed the boat for the Vita, really.
Well, there's not enough games for it yet. And the problem is there's not enough people to buy the games, so they don't release games for it, but people don't buy it because there's no games.
Well, they're trying to do that cheaper version now, aren't they, with a crappy screen. So.
Yeah, that is true. What else we got? Alien Rage is out today. PlayStation 3, Xbox Live, PC. Again, very, very average game. You can check out the video on my channel if you want to learn more about it. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, DS and 3DS.
Oh my god, I must get that now.
Yeah, immediately running out to buy that one.
Essential purchase there.
Pro Evo 2014, FIFA 14, same fucking day coming out. I kid you not. That's out today. Both of them.
Further Adventures of Manchester Red.
Indeed.
I get that joke.
Oh, dear. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows for PlayStation 3. No, don't do it. Don't do it. It's fucking awful. Just don't. Lone Survivor Director's Cut to PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita. That's a good Vita game to get. Lone Survivor's a pretty cool game. It's a 2D survival horror. Pretty awesome. I had some fun with that until I got terrified by the jazz party that's about 40 minutes in.
Jazz party?
There's a jazz party.
Oh my. I need to play this. That might be a Fan Friday for
You should play Lone Survivor. It's actually
October.
Yes. Lone Survivor is pretty good. What else we got? We have Marker Cree, which is the PlayStation 2 Classic version coming out, which is cool. And talk about Plus as well, PS2 Classics. Girl Fight for PlayStation 3 Network.
Guys, you need this game.
You don't.
You need to go out and buy girl. You need this.
Go and watch the Giant Bomb Quick Look on this because it is the worst fucking thing. Oh, God.
It is horrible. How does that even exist? What an awful game.
It's awful.
Patriarchy propaganda again.
It's just terrible. Apparently, according to someone on Twitter, which I assume is reliable, it's like, I'm doing release lists off Twitter now. This is terrible. Disgaea D2 is actually coming out in the EU, which is obviously a game that I think is already out elsewhere. But yeah, Disgaea Dimension 2 was actually released... no, it's actually not out in NA. It came out in March in Japan. It's coming out in EU before it comes to North America. So, September the 27th for Disgaea Dimension 2. If you are looking into that one. And what else do we have? We got Pac-Man Championship Edition DX Plus for PC. Very cool. As well as Day 1 Gary's Incident, which is a first-person survival shooter thingy. And then September the 26th, Shadow Warrior. Yes. That game is a fantastic.
Hell yes. I'm excited.
Apparently, the purple dildo from Saints Row 3 is available as a usable weapon in Shadow Warrior.
If you own Saints Row 4, I believe, if you own that, you get a giant purple dildo to mash demons with, and I have never been more excited.
Yes.
I've already got the on-live version. Don't judge me.
On Live's still a thing in the UK, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Wow, what?
Well, I'm pretty sure you can still use it here, but it's just not that great.
I don't use it. I mean, people still play Homefront online on it, but that's about it, really.
Jeez. Oh wow, I'm looking at this. Yeah, as you said, that's so strange because Devolver Digital and Deep Silver are different publishers, and they're doing a joint thing. They're just saying if you have Saints Row 4, yeah, you can unlock the legendary penetrator weapon. Look,
I'm not saying I caused this to happen, but I feel like they know that I'm their target audience, and they're like, "Look, we just need to sell this to Jesse, and that's all."
Oh, God. The CFO of Devolver Digital is Fork Parker, who is the best, by the way. And he says, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of all that money being thrown at screens around the world, and I don't know what to tell you other than you can now wield a giant purple dildo from Saints Row 4 in Shadow Warrior. There's your headline, nerds." Direct quote from the chief financial officer of Devolver. Yep. Fork Parker, you are a damn hero. You are a damn hero. Oh, wow. That's awesome. And September 27th, Deadfall Adventures, Rise of Venice. Deadfall Adventures is pretty bad. I've played a little bit of it. Rise of Venice, we'll see. It's by the guys that did Patrician 4 and Port Royale 3, which were both really dreadful, so I don't think that's going to be all that good, but we'll see. I do have code. I'm embargoed till the 27th, though. So there you go. That's the releases. That's what's coming out.
Awesome.
So that wraps us up. We're done.
Oh,
That's it.
you know, Zelda 2's coming out. Okay.
For the 15th time. Yeah.
Just in case you haven't bought it for every other version.
Guys, remember when Nintendo was good? Let's remind people of that.
Zelda 2 was never good.
No, Zelda 2 was never good. That's very true.
But Link fights himself. It's like Star Trek 5.
He does that in
6.
Twilight Princess.
6.
Go play Twilight Princess if you want him fighting himself. And Ocarina. He always fights in bloody self. What are you talking about?
But it started in 2.
Before we go, and before we wrap our own stuff, I'd like to say, by the way, new JonTron video's out. After 5 years of waiting, he has released a video.
It's almost like I had no clue until chat exploded, and holy shit!
Yeah, new
Chat
JonTron
like,
video.
Did you know? Did you know that JonTron made a video?
Yeah.
Guys, they're on the internet.
Yeah,
Are you aware of this information?
Yeah, because you know
Did you know, TV?
Yeah. That was like the SteamOS thing. People were messaging for days like, did you know that? It's like, yes, it's my job to. But yeah, JonTron is out. It is apparently of Disney's Hercules. I would strongly recommend you check that out because it's probably going to be funny. Or it might be dreadful. Maybe this is the end of his career. Let's find out together. All right. So, Larry, what you got coming up over the next couple of weeks? What you planning on doing?
Next video I'm doing is probably a review of Zelda Wind Waker.
Okay.
Which I'm going to compare the new one and the old one.
Cool.
And have a moan about how shit it is.
Have a moan. Fantastic.
Yes.
That's what we like.
I'm going to be doing a new Games Yanks Can't Wank video, which is going to be about box art rip-offs, about all these famous video game box arts that everybody loves.
Yeah.
I'm going to show how much they rip off famous artwork.
That's cool.
And
I'll watch that video.
Yeah, basically, they trace other people's artwork.
Nice.
I've got another video coming up, top 5 hidden pissed off programmers.
Okay.
They actually hide program rants in their code. I'm going to be doing a video.
Does
on
it by
that.
any chance include NBA Jam?
No.
Maybe you need to make a top 6.
I'll have to look at that.
Well, yeah,
I'm going to be doing this says British games. I'm going to be doing an
Okay.
American.
That doesn't.
So, yes.
All right, fair enough.
And I'm also going to be doing a let's play of the Chaos Engine with Ashens
Fuck yes.
as well. So,
Chaos Engine, legit.
and he doesn't like it, so there's a bit of a spoiler.
Okay.
So he's going to be very miserable about it.
That sounds good. That sounds perfect.
So yes.
Jesse, what's coming up? What you got going on?
I'll be doing none of that hard work stuff. Only quality non-content for me, friends. Dishonored will finish up this week with the end of Doubt Story. It's really, really, really good. And then whenever Dodger gets back, we'll start up more Dead Space. But she's gone on a boat. I don't know who the hell just goes on a boat. That's stupid. And then Coxtober is only a few short days away when it's all spooky all month long. And then I never have to play another scary game for another year. So in your face, internet. And that's pretty much it. Same as usual. Again, go watch my parents' video because it's mind-boggling stupid. I can't even fathom that these people raised me, but go watch it. And that's it. The huge.
We should, of course, remind people that Terraria makes its grand and terrible return this week. We have recorded 90
this
minutes.
Is it happening this week?
Yeah.
By the time they watch this video, will one already be up?
Well, I'm not going to promise that because maybe something's fucked up. But no, I think we'll be fine. We should be releasing them quite soon. I'm not going to give an ETA, but they should be coming out this week. It's either 4 or 6 episodes, depending on how much I decide to split it up. But we'll see.
How much money I can wrangle out.
How much money do I want from this? I think maybe we do 4 just because we're coming back. Usually the episodes are about 15 minutes long, but we'll go for 4. We'll split it up, make slightly longer ones. So they're definitely coming out, and we'll be doing most likely. We'll probably do another session this week just to get out as much of the new stuff as possible before everyone else gets to play it. Because we like money.
Plus, we didn't really see anything new.
We saw plenty of new. There were fucking penguins and shit.
Yes.
You kidding me?
We did go into an ice cave. Oh.
Shush. Don't tell them about that.
Don't tell them about the zombie hookers either.
You know what's funny? Never mind. Watch the video, kids.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There's a lot of new shit in that. And if you're worried that you won't see anything new, you will. Within the first 5 minutes, you see new shit. The whole thing is different. It's insane. What else am I doing? I am looking at various titles. I still have some PAX footage left to go up, and I probably will, because, like, that stuff doesn't really age at this point, because the games aren't out yet, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, I've still got some PAX videos to go, but you guys were kind of restless for WTF Is, so I did a bunch of other ones. So you can watch my Alien Rage video today, if you're watching live. If it's the VOD, it'll be a couple of days ago. And I also released the Marlow Briggs video, which you should watch, and the Ironclad Tactics video, which you really should watch. Like, that hasn't got as many views as I would hope. I want you to watch that video, because it's really good. Like, that game is very exciting, and I think you're ignoring it, so that's not cool. And I'll be looking... I might look at Castle Story. I'm told that it's really janky right now, even though it's top seller on Steam, because people are willing to buy based on a promise rather than actual information. But there's also Underrail, which I'd like to look at. Scribblenauts, naturally. Timeline's Assault on America. I don't know what the hell that is.
You haven't asked what
the
Blobfish
shit
is going to
that?
do.
I don't know.
What's Blobfish going to do? What's his new video going to be about?
Blobfish is going to make a series of makeup tutorials.
He's going to be...
It's going to be brilliant.
He's going to be doing a
tips.
Slender Mine.
The Slender playthrough, yeah. He's the only one on YouTube not to have already done it.
And then he's
Perfect.
going to do some Happy Wheels.
That's exactly
Oh my
it.
god. Can I just steal this idea and do a Slenderman video where it's just his face in the scare cam, just not being impressed? The entire, just like, the entire time not impressed by it at all, and just like, oh my god, that's a wonderful idea.
There you go. There's money right there. Day one Gary's Incident is coming, so I might grab that. I do have a new build of Shadow Warrior. I might play it. I played a lot of it already, so maybe it's not worth it, but I might dig into it. Oh god, Flashback is coming out on October the 1st. Oh, I don't even want to play that because I know it'll ruin my childhood, but I'm gonna have to. We'll see. And then, of course, Rise of Venice as well.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Is it not that bad? All right. I know Jesse didn't like it, but we'll see.
I'm not a fan of that style though, so it's like they reskinned a game, but it feels like you're playing the old one. So when you jump, you're still jumping even after you tried to
Oh,
move
I'm okay with
or
that.
tried to stop.
Like, if it's
That's
only
crazy.
that would be fine. I'd be all right with them just making that game HD, but, you know, apparently they decided to fuck with it, so we'll see.
They might be doing a Shaq Fu HD.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm in for $1 on that one.
Yeah, no more than that, though. Only
No
$1.
more than $1.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Content patch will continue to run this week. Chris is back, which means that he will be editing, so that means we should be able to get it on a regular basis. Well, I'm going to keep the Hearthstone stuff back while we're doing the Terraria, because, again, I don't feel that having, like, 2 shitty series on the channel at once is a good idea. But maybe I'll stream some. And also the subscriber Q&A is coming most likely sometime this week. I don't have a confirmed time yet, but I will let the subscribers know by email. So if you happen to be a subscriber, then you can come and ask questions for all you please while I'm doing the subscriber Q&A. And if you're not a subscriber, it's fine. You can watch anyway. It's all good. It's all good.
Will sub for sub be required as a
Sub for sub. It's like, no, that's the, you have to pay $5 to sub to the Twitch channel, but you get
sub
so
for
many
sub.
wonderful benefits. It's great.
Sub for sub, guys.
So, sub for sub.
Sub for sub.
Yep.
Speaking of sub, screw you, Subway. And
What
your
did they do now?
lazy... Nothing. She didn't do anything. That's the point. I went
Okay.
there for lunch today before we started.
Why? Why
and
did you
I
go
was
there for
like,
lunch? It's bad.
Because it was 11 o'clock and it's like a block away. So I
Okay.
went over there and was like, all right, I'm gonna get a sub. And the girl was so damn lazy. She like just sat there on her phone talking. Halt, 1 second, sir. I was like,
Don't rush the sandwich artist, Jesse.
Take whatever.
This is art we're talking about.
and then she, you know how the sandwich you're supposed to like fold it over so the bread goes on the meat and the lettuce.
Well,
and
yeah,
stuff?
that's called a sandwich.
She did it like
Wow,
this.
I've got to
way.
write this down.
So it's open like this, and she just stuffed everything in it. And so I had to eat it like a freaking hot dog. It's a sandwich, not a hot dog, you lazy! Oh, it made me so mad. I hate her so much. And then I went home and watched.
You can't criticize art, Jesse. The internet
you got to
told me.
press it down. You got to press it down.
You can't because the meat and cheese is on the top. You'll be mushing your hand in with the tomato and the onion that I had on there.
Don't you
No.
roll it up in the
No,
paper?
I'm done with it. I hate her so much that I watched the Louis C.K. bit where he said 20-somethings are lazy assholes. It's
She's
true.
embraced. She's
It's
felt the wrath
true.
of the fat man. So,
I'm so mad. I hate her so much. I hate that girl. I want to go down there and talk to her and be like, look, your parents did a bad job.
Apparently
Kids
so.
these days.
Alright, before I go, I would like to thank all the new subscribers that we got today, so I will do so by name. That would be Schmetterling, Experience Point, Cancer SC, Wesmione, Kalen Night Eyes, Otrave, Zach B101, Real Supercoo, Swedish Old Lady, Holy Babylon, Druids, Katari4444, Saturn Tape, Brain Shack, Squeaks, Dragothic X, yes, that's it, Zeno Memphate, Snake. Oh, why can't you have normal names? What the hell's wrong with you? Snake056, Ryan01, B Money 2, Crazy Dan 05. Yeah, B Money. Yeah.
I thought you were called Steve.
Yeah, no, there's no Steve here. Never Comes 1, NWO Matt 025, Ethicurus Rex, U Flatlander, The Shadow 19, Des 124, Iconikin, Cameron JPC, CDJ Gamer, Estory Kims, Colpeps, New Ponan 09, and Twainer99, Patazam, Smartshot 2, and that is all the new subscribers
Your
today.
names are
So
horrible. Just
every one of you has a terrible username, but there you go.
Should be more creative, you evil plebs.
Yes, but welcome and thank you again for your support. Your money is basically...
You're going to use that now, aren't you?
Yeah,
all the time.
it's got to be a thing.
Thickos.
Yep. Your money is basically powering Axiom Esports right now. And hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Announcement in the next few days.
I am joining Axiom as their newest gamer.
Their new, yeah, he's our Hearthstone pro gamer. Yep, announcement coming in the next few days, guys. Again, thank you very much for your support. It matters so very much. Oh, someone subbed while I was reading. The real Maxian. He subbed while I was reading, so I'll give him his name too. There you go.
Better
You're
number
awesome.
10 Maxium.
Thank you very much, guys. Remember, if you have missed any part of the show and you're subscribed, you can watch the VODs instantly on Twitch. And if you're not, then the VODs will be out in the next couple of days. You have been watching the Co-optional Podcast. You can check us out here on YouTube at youtube.com/cynicalbrit, youtube.com/Jesse Cox, and youtube.com/Larry Bundy Jr.
Actually, it's youtube.com/Larry now because I got a vanity address.
Wow,
yes.
you got Larry? That's prime real estate.
I is, yes. That's one of the
Larry.
few things that Machinima done for me.
Wow.
My tenure there. So,
Holy shit, you have Larry.
Yes.
That's prime real estate, man.
Larry.
That's going to be worth a lot of money someday. There you go,
President-
Larry.
Because the last one
President
got
Larry.
banned.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go, folks. Larry. So check us out there. Follow us on Twitter as well. Twitter.com/TotalBiscuit, Twitter.com/Jesse Cox, and Twitter.com/Larry Bundy Jr.
Yes.
That's about it.
That's
We're
true,
done.
yes.
You have been a fantastic audience. We have been the Co-optional Podcast, and we will see you next time.
Not me. I'm getting fired.